Hello, everybody. Welcome on in to the stream, everyone. And happy Saturday. Happy weekend to all. It is finally Saturday. It is the day, the moment, the absolute time. I hope you guys are prepared. I hope you guys are excited like I am. No way, it's the man who timed me out. That's right, it's me, KisekiChris. What's going on, everybody? Happy freaking Saturday. How you guys doing? I apologize if I'm a little low energy today, due to the fact that I've been kind of slacking on my sleep a bit. I did manage to get 8 hours of sleep last night, but the last 2 days were a little brutal on me. But that's okay. We take those. We keep on going. I had to be here just to do things. I hope you guys are excited for today's events, today's things. I got both DP, right there, DP and DJ. We're currently in a call. I just have them deafened right now, so I can do my little intro. How you guys doing? Are you guys excited for the day? Let's go! Hope you guys are good and excited, because I know I am. We're gonna do lots. We have lots to talk about today, especially because I know for some of you guys, me and DP had already done one. But this time we have DJ, who is here with us, and you know, she just beat the game recently herself, and we're gonna get her thoughts on it, as well as talk about our thoughts and go over some more theories and stuff. Oh, actually, I need to... yes, we have Crimson in the chat as well, just so he can moderate in case people are being naughty. We don't want any naughty people in the chat. I also got a nice slideshow going over here, which has a lot of the images and stuff. Also a funny image right here. Look at that. I had to put Gilbert. He actually looks really good on my screen. It's actually crazy. On my camera, he looks good, but like the image I have on the monitor is like super pixelated. It's kind of insane. Like he looks just so good there. You can barely see like the pixels and everything. Anyway, without further ado, why don't we introduce our guests of honor? And guys, make sure you follow them. They are both streamers. DP is going to be playing Final Fantasy X soon, and DJ is currently playing through Trails of Cold Steel 2 on Nightmare New Game Plus, and then she'll be doing Yakuza 5. So, further ado, I'm gonna undeafen myself, and they're gonna introduce themselves. So, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, guys.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey, yo, what's up?
You caught us in the middle of a conversation.
I caught you in the middle of a conversation. Holy crap! I'm so sorry about that. Here, I'll just deafen myself again. No, I'm kidding.
No, we're kidding.
Yeah, man.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves for the lovely audience?
Hey, guys.
Yo, what's going on,
You go first,
everybody?
Peach.
You guys know me. If you don't know me, I'll
Who
go
are
first.
you? I don't know who you are. Tell me.
Shut up, Chris.
Who this? Who this?
Alright, y'all. Y'all know who I am. If you don't know me, if you're new in this chat, my name is djanime2016. I got into trails back in 2020 thanks to DP, who's also in the voice chat. So, yeah. And of course, my favorite character is Laura, obviously. So, you know.
As we can tell by your Discord profile picture.
Yeah, exactly.
which is on my stream. What was that? What was that? What was that, DP? What was that?
No, nothing.
No?
No, nothing. No.
Oh, DP, why don't you
Yeah, we already
introduce
know.
yourself then?
Yeah, okay. Let's not get into that debate.
Yeah.
Yes, I also like Pro. I also like Reen. I also like Aaron. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me, guys.
Cool.
Guys, I have some funny gifts to show. But I'll show those.
No.
I'll show those after DP introduces himself.
Oh God.
Go ahead, go do the intro. Do your intro.
Yeah, no worries. Hi, guys. Yeah, guys, how's it going? Yeah, DP here. You know me as Dark Phoenix 69. JRPG streaming mostly. Streaming Persona, Trails, Final Fantasy, challenge runs. You know, like the hard difficulties, everything. You know me very well over the years. So that's basically me. You know, just in a nutshell. Yeah, I'm just a simple guy, really. You know.
Just a simple guy. How'd you get into Trails?
Me,
Yeah, you.
through a friend. Yeah, through a friend years ago. I think Deej knows him, Ken Kaneki. He recommended me.
Did you just say Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul? He likes Trails? I better read Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I don't see him much these days, but he's the guy who actually introduced me to Falcom games, to Xanadu, and that's what made me get into Trails. You see, yeah.
And then
And
DP got
Yeah.
me into Trails.
And then DP got me into
him and
Trails.
February Night 4 got me into Trails.
Yeah,
also.
because I met Ken in another streamer's he was called was he Fan Fancy Peasant? I met him there.
Oh, Final Fantasy Peasant.
Yeah, and we were into the P5. We were playing through P5 at the time. We liked P5 as well, so we had like mutual interests, the similar games, you know. Yeah, so that's how it all kind of started for me. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
As for me, you know me, I'm KisekiChris. I'm probably I'm the newbie Trails guy. I actually only
I
got
do.
into Trails like 2 years ago, sadly. But it's never too late to get into Trails. Yeah. What was it? I got recommended from a YouTuber named Giguk. He was like, "Oh, this series I'm playing on the side is really good." And I was like, I really want to get into a new series. I love binging games. I love it. Like, I binged all the Yakuza games. I binged all the Neptunia games. I love binging games. So Trails was just like next on my list. And at the time, my mom was going through a ankle surgery, so I had to stay home to take care of her. So just in between while I was taking care of her, I essentially just played Trails. And I think I got through, what was it? I got through FC to Cold Steel 3 before I had to go back to work. But then I played obviously all the way till Daybreak, because Daybreak 2 wasn't out yet. So yeah, that's how I got into Trails. I fell in love with the series immediately at the end of FC. It was wonderful and great.
Well, yeah, a lot of games to look at, mate. No, that's it. A lot of games to play.
Lots of games to play. Yeah, it was just crazy. I remember I was beating a Trails game like every week. It was like a weekly thing for me, except for like the Sky games. The Sky games were a lot shorter. Obviously, it makes sense, but
yeah,
I think I think it only took me like 4 to 5 days to beat third on my first time. But I remember Cold Steel, like 1 and 2 each took like a week, respectfully.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think when I started playing Trails, I think Cold Steel 3 hadn't even come out in the West yet. You know, it was about to come out in the West. It was back in 1890.
It was getting ready to. It was getting ready to come out.
Yeah,
I started in 2020, so Cold Steel 3 was already out. Yeah,
and Cold Steel 4 didn't come out until the fall after that. But I already played the Japanese version because it already come out in Japan by then. So yeah, it'd been around that time, yeah. So when CS3 hadn't even come out in the West, yeah.
Sounds awesome.
And yes, I do know Ken Kaneki himself. Yes, I do.
Holy crap, the Ken Kaneki. That's crazy. All right, so real quick, I have some funny gifs to post. Not to post,
Oh,
but
God.
I just found it's nothing like big or anything.
Yeah,
I feel like there's these fun gifs. They're nothing like there's only one funny one. I'll post it right now. The Condo's lies. There it is on the top left of the screen. It says "Believe in Condo's lies," and it's just like Mishy beating up Crimson Grendel.
Yeah.
So that'll be
nice.
playing. If you guys feel it's too much, let me know. I take them off. But I got Aaron because I know DJ over here loves Aaron. There he is. He's like winking.
Aaron's
Yeah, vandalize Mishy.
We got Judith for me because I love Judith. I'm a very tasteful person. And then for DP we got Shizuna doing the little wave.
She's waving here. I knew you'd do that one. I knew you'd choose that one.
It's like the most basic one that like people
It's
always
the
share on
iconic
Twitter.
Trails wave,
It's
guys.
the
Everybody
iconic
wave like
Everybody
Trails.
wave. Everybody wave.
You know, that scene in that GIF was so funny because it was that bombing event where Van tried to avoid it, but she saw him in the background.
I know. He's like, oh, gotta go. You don't see me. Gotta go.
Gotta get going. Sorry.
She just spotted him. She just sensed him.
You love Shizuna? I know you love Shizuna Crimson. Also, another thing, guys. This wasn't planned, but I actually got a package from Bracer Guild today in the mail.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I wonder what's inside.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
I wonder.
What's in the box? Oh, that's not a box.
I saved
Never mind.
it's a bag, yeah.
It's a little.
I can't show you guys my address. I gotta be careful here.
Yeah, I don't dox yourself.
I don't want to
Don't
dox myself. All I'm gonna say is, nobody wishes he was here right now because he's gonna be super jealous what's in my package.
Oh God.
What's in your package? Hello. Okay.
Hey yo.
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag? Oh God, I almost doxed myself. I think the gifts just saved me.
Chris, take it out the package first.
Here we go. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Who's that?
Oh, it's Elaine. Oh, look, yo.
Elaine.
It's Elaine. Oh my goodness! Look at her. Let's take her out
Well,
of
I
the
got
package.
a package in the mail today too, but it's not any Trails related stuff, so.
Elaine. Look, the plushie's so beautiful. Look at this. Oh, she has a little
It's
tag.
wrestling related, so.
Very large stick.
You got some wrestling merch. Yeah,
collectible,
cool.
not a toy. This is a collectible, guys. We have to be very careful.
What is it? I bet it's Cody Rhodes related. That's cool.
No,
Chris.
Cody Rhodes merch is coming.
She
No,
has
this is
the
Seth
braid,
Rollins.
too. Look at the braid.
Cool.
On the back. Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah, it's very detailed. Nice. Yeah.
It is really detailed. She has like, is this her Daybreak 2 outfit or her Horizons outfit? Oh, her belt just fell off.
That looks more like Daybreak 2, I think.
It looks like Daybreak 2 to me.
How big is my collection? Yeah. My collection isn't super big for Trails merch. I just have like a crap ton of shirts. Really, that's kind of where I try to wear. I got this shirt. I got the Daybreak cast. Well, not the whole cast, but just like, because I think when these shirts came out, Daybreak was still like new. So they didn't really show many of the characters.
Well,
I could be wrong
I got
about that.
Trails prints coming. They'll be
Prints
here
and
this
prints.
week.
I really want that.
Maybe I'll
green
show them
Charizard
off
one.
on screen when I get them.
I really want. I
Want
really
it
want
with
that.
no.
I really want that. DP, you know about like the signed Sean Chiplock one of Reen from CS4 that's on Bracer Guild now?
Oh yeah.
I want that, but it's like $80.
Nice. Oh, cool.
I already got it. I already ordered it.
Oh yeah, it's that one that's signed by Sean Chiplock, isn't it? It's been signed one. Isn't it?
Ooh, plushies.
No. Nice.
Hey, don't we talk? Hey, you know, I'll talk WWE all you want. If you want to talk WWE.
Hey, if you love WWE, you should check out DJ. Her
yeah,
channel loves
come to my
wrestling.
stream if you want to talk about wrestling.
So yeah, I got my new plushie.
Oh,
She feels really nice too.
Sniper's got a little chikorita there, and he's oh, that's nice.
I'm just gonna put Elena right here. Look at that. She's got a little spot right here in my right here.
Just where Wiglet goes.
She's waving. Hello.
It's Elaine Saturday.
It's Elaine Saturday. Woo! Yeah! Oh God.
I already prefer Sharon Saturday.
Yeah!
Chris can't have my Cody Rhodes hat. I won't have a new Cody Rhodes hat here in this coming week.
Oh, well, I'll take the old one.
No.
Then.
No, you can get my old one either. No.
Then I can LARP it on my
She's a
WWE
collector,
thing.
Chris. You're not getting it. You have to trade her.
Nuh-uh, he ain't getting none of
I'll
that.
trade you 5 subscriber.
No.
Trust me, it took a fair lot of convincing to trade that Corolla print.
No, it didn't take that. It didn't take that much convincing. All it took was a very cultured Tifa print.
Exactly. Yeah. As soon as you saw that, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, just cover it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Should make a head pat
Trust
redemption.
me, it was a very cultured print.
I will be doing that, Sniper. That's a good idea. I will do that. I will do a head pat Elaine thing. So, other than like Trails, what else for other video games do you guys like? What are your other favorite video game series?
Let me think. Final Fantasy, Persona, Yakuza, Tales.
Hold on. You like Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
I feel like you never talk about it.
I've played a lot of Final Fantasy games. Yeah. Okay.
Huh? What?
I think it's because a lot of us have grown up with them, and so we don't stream them that much.
I grew up playing Final Fantasy. Yeah. I played Final Fantasy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wait, did you just say 6, 7?
She loves 15. No, she streams that quite a few times.
15 and 16 are
I've
both
streamed
great
15.
games.
I've streamed. Let's see. I have streamed Final Fantasy 16. I've streamed 15 twice.
Yep.
I've streamed. I think those are the only 2 Final Fantasy games I've actually. No, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and Remake.
The remake shade, the remakes. Yeah.
But I have played when I grew up playing Final Fantasy games. So I played 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, 12, all the 13.
So you played like all the main
13, 2. Lightning Returns. Nope. Didn't play that. Didn't start it. Didn't like it.
I'm actually the same way. I actually do not like Lightning Returns either.
No. I just hit the time cycle shit. I hit that. Yeah.
Lightning Returns, I was kind of like going, nope, this is not for me.
I actually love 13 too, but like Lightning Returns, I'm just not all about that. I just don't like the flow, like the story. It's just kind of weird to me. What a Final Fantasy?
I've actually even played Final Fantasy Type 0, so
that's something I still need. I need to play Type 0.
Type 0 is good. Type 0 is really good. You like it, Chris? It's a really good game. Like the game. Like the gameplay, it's good. Nice. Good story as well.
Didn't Final Fantasy had some movies, or am I thinking? They did have some movies. There was like a really bad one, and then they made like one for 15. What was it called? Like the Crystals or something? Final Fantasy
The Spirits Within.
The Spirits Within.
That one was terrible. But Advent Children were good. So that was a good one.
But Children, you had Advent Children. You had Final Fantasy 15 had Kingsglaive, the movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Kingsglaive. That was alright. Yeah, you had to watch that to understand more of the kind of the context of the story. Yeah.
Advent Children is probably the best Final Fantasy movie. The one
Kingsglaive movie is actually really good.
Yeah, you have to watch it to understand the story more. Yeah,
Kingsglaive. It gives you more detail, more lore. It gives you more detail on the actual Final Fantasy 15 game.
Classic Square Enix move where I have to watch movies or screenplays to understand the story more.
Yeah.
Or they'll add it in as a DLC later.
Right. Trust me, 15 was awful for that. 15 was a development hell. God.
If you want to play Final Fantasy 15, go play the Royal Edition of 15 because that includes that includes everything. So
I love the Royal Edition. I actually love Final Fantasy 15. It's a really good game. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
And
the base game of 15 was not the greatest because it wasn't as good. It wasn't complete, so to speak. But then of course they came out with the Royal Edition where they added all this extra stuff, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'll play the Royal Edition now because they came out with an extra stuff. So
it sucks they never finished their DLC though, because they made like Episode Arden and then they like stopped because they couldn't do it.
Arden was good.
But they did
Episode Arden was really good.
I actually haven't played Episode Arden. That's the only one I haven't played.
Yeah.
I played all the other ones.
You see, you should play it, Chris, because that one gives a lot of context about how he became what he was, immortal, and
Hi, Shaw.
Really good backstory.
Shaw, you're safe.
Yeah. You can stay here for a bit. There's a lot of background story of Arden in that.
I really gotta play that. And then I heard they like turn the other DLCs into like a book that you can like read.
Yes, I have the book. Yes, I actually own the book. I've read the book.
Is it
It's a very good book.
Ah, man, I gotta get that.
Good. That's great.
I gotta replay 15 for sure.
Because Because they were going to do episode Luna, weren't they? And a few others,
Yeah.
weren't
They
they?
were
But
going to do.
yeah.
The original plan was they were going to do episode Luna, and they were going to do episode Aranea.
Aranea, yes.
And another
Oh, yeah, she was my
another
favorite
book.
character actually in the game.
Yeah, she was an awesome Dragoon. Yeah, she'd have been great to play as in that DLC.
But yeah,
She'd
the
have
whole
been great.
thing, and of course, you know, I was on vacation at the time when I found out they weren't going to do those, and I was not a happy camper.
The rose slushy.
Yeah, she was.
Goes
Great.
margarita.
So, what would you say your favorite Final Fantasy is, DJ?
God. Well, 15 is up there, obviously. I mean, I have all the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15 figures. I own them all.
I think we have a clear winner.
Probably 15 would be up there, along with probably 10 and 6.
6 is my favorite.
And
I actually played through 6 for the first time last year. I absolutely loved it. It was really fun.
Yeah, 6
7 and 8.
6 and
Although
7.
a lot of people don't like 8. So.
Chris, stop.
We're sharing the brain
Well,
cell.
Chris.
You got me into that bloody thing. You know, I tell you, people. I keep saying to other people's streams, are like saying, "Shut fucking saying 6 and 7." It's your fault.
You made it.
I actually you know, I'll tell you right now.
Hey,
the very
because of you. Because of you.
Listen. I was just the trigger. You made the emote. You made the decision to make the butter 6 and 7 emote. I don't want to hear it at that point. I haven't made it an emote. I should, but I haven't. Oh, okay. All right. Sure. Let's blame it on Chris. That's the common discussion answer.
Okay, first of all, the very first Final Fantasy game I played was 8.
Mine was 10. Mine was 10. The first one I played was 10.
Yeah, go on, D. So go on, bad.
What was your first
It's all
Final
good.
Fantasy game, DP?
My favorite one's 9.
That was your.
I mean,
your first
yeah.
or your favorite?
Oh, no, my favorite. My first was 7.
Okay, yeah, pretty common.
Back in good old 1997.
I was 1 year old.
I was about what, 8? I think. Yeah.
I'm a baby. I'm the baby here, probably. I'm only 30
Yeah, you
years
are.
old.
Yeah. For real. Embrace the youth.
My goodness gracious.
No,
We made
actually,
it to
I'll tell you
discussion.
one
Hi,
thing.
Maho.
You guys want to know how I got into the very first game I ever streamed was Persona 5.
The Royal Edition?
Mm.
Why is everything?
No,
why is
the
everything
OG.
royal? I can't wait for Trails Beyond the Horizon Royal Edition. It's gonna be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, me and you are pretty much the same age, aren't we, Crimson? Yeah, pretty much.
And then
See, the thing is, I streamed on YouTube before I streamed on Twitch, and that's how I met DP is through on YouTube because I was playing through Persona 5, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
So
I
No,
feel
the interesting story about
6'9".
I remember the night when I went into your stream, DJ. It's because what I was doing, I was playing P5. I've already played it, yeah, and I was just searching for streamers who were streaming it. You know, I just came across your channel randomly, you know, because it was in my feed. I just clicked on it
You
and I
there?
just started talking. If I'd never got that recommendation, who knows? I might have never
I
met
know,
you.
right?
I wouldn't be here right now.
It's a strange coincidence, yeah. It's just you're just like the first person that gave me recommended on YouTube. There you go. Yeah,
See there?
This is history. Yeah, that's it.
And I think I was playing through, I forgot whose palace I was in at the time. It might have been that stupid Burger Palace. So.
It was Cumra. I remember, yeah, it was the Cumra's Palace, yeah.
Oh, God, it was. Oh, yeah, it was. Now, okay.
I think that's like the hardest one in the game, right? Like his boss battle's like super rough.
In OG it was, yeah. I think they nerfed it a little bit in Royal, but it was probably for me the toughest one.
The OG version of that boss fight was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that was not a fun one.
Yeah.
Royal made it a lot.
I'll turn you into a burger.
Turn me into a burger.
That's what he says, the robot. He says, I'll turn you into a burger.
Joke's on you. I like that.
All right. We're here to talk about trails. Let's do that.
Are we? Are we ready to move on to the main discussion? I guess it has been 30 minutes. We can.
That's what everybody's here for.
All right.
No, that's a good intro. Yeah.
All right, chat. So
go.
at this moment, we are going to start our Trails discussion. If you do not want to be spoiled on anything Trails related, either mute the stream or feel free to jump out. We don't want to spoil your experience. Trails is an amazing series that you should experience firsthand with no spoilers. So please, if you do not want to be spoiled, please leave. I would appreciate
This
that
is your
for your own
spoiler
sanity.
warning,
This
chat.
is a big spoiler warning right here. I will give you guys 10-20 seconds to evacuate before we start the discussion.
Evacuate.
To evacuate the premise. Why are you laughing at what I'm saying? My vocabulary is on peak today. I'm ready.
Chat, you got 20 seconds to leave the chat, and if you don't, well,
Crimson, if you know somebody
spoiled.
who's here that is not caught up in Trails, please ban them.
No,
that reminds me. That reminds me as well. Are we doing a Xanadu discussion as well with Crimson?
We can
Chris?
do it. We can. Well, he still hasn't beaten the game yet. Crimson, you need to beat the game.
You know, beat the game yet.
After story.
He was actually caught up to me at one point.
I know. He stopped playing it. What's going on with that?
I was like,
Crimson, what
like
the
2
heck?
months ago.
Crimson,
Like 2 months ago.
We gotta do that. Xanadu, freaking. He got distracted with like Octopath and Genshin and other things, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's gonna finish the after story.
Sniper, you got work again? Jesus, Sniper. Well, good luck with work, man. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in for the beginning. I appreciate it. But yeah, Crimson, you gotta finish Xanadu. Come on. Do it. I'm gonna play Xanadu next. I'll beat that before you even beat the game of Tokyo Xanadu.
That's what that drop. I think that drops next month after, isn't it? Xanadu 2. Yeah.
I did beat Gurman recently.
What the hell's that?
You know Gurman? It's another Falcon game. The one with Parin with the cute little drill, the monster one.
Oh right, yeah. I can't remember the title. I know which one you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's really charming. Have you played it?
I've not played that one, no, but I've heard of it and I've seen people stream it. Yeah, I just forgot the title.
recommend it to both of you.
Yeah, cool.
If Zin comes in, you can time him out for like 6-7 seconds, Crimson, okay?
Oh God.
I promise, 6-7 seconds you can time him out for.
Oh bloody hell,
Bro.
Chris! No,
Real dude.
Chris.
But he has to see my Elaine, he has to see my Elaine plushie first, because Elaine's his favorite character in the Calvert arc. There it is, 6-7.
Your
There
fault.
it is. My fault.
No,
It is not my fault.
Yes, it is.
That's it. We need to get some class in here. There we go. That's some class right there.
Class.
Oh, hello. Yes.
God.
Those jiggle physics, man.
Oh,
Damn.
God. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the discussion now before we get sidetracked again. All
That
right.
reminds me, I
So
actually got.
This discussion is gonna go.
trails, a fun thing to do when you're on a mountain, climbing those trails. But sadly, Chad, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about video games trails, not real life trails. So sorry to disappoint you if that's what you were ready for. So obviously, as you guys know, me and DP, we've had a discussion like this already. So DJ, since you were the one who most recently beat Horizons, why don't you give us your final thoughts on like the whole game, like not just like the ending, but just like the whole game as a package. Like, what do you think about it?
Okay, well, the whole game was a package. Well, let's see. I thought it was actually a really good game. The whole. I mean, I didn't really have that many gripes on the game, to be honest. I mean, I thought some of the character development was great. The Connect events were amazing. I actually liked the fact that you could do all the Connect events.
That is a very big thing for me too. I actually
Because
love that.
I'm glad that nobody really told me about that. I found that on my own, thank God. Because I was like trying to figure out, well, whose Connect event am I going to do? And nobody said a word that you can actually get to do them all.
It's really funny because when people play the game for the first time, I'm like, oh, you got to do this one. Please do this one. When the whole time I'm like, they can do all of them at any time, but I'm still going to make them do them.
Yeah, and my finale stream was a wild one. Yes, it was. For those of you who are there, y'all know. So, yeah, y'all know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I actually wasn't there.
No, you weren't there, but
I forget what I was doing.
Also, for all you people who came to all of my streams and made all those crazy clips, I'll tell y'all right now, I've only got 2 more left to do, and then they're all done.
How long ago did you beat that game again?
It's been a while. It's been a few weeks, okay?
At least a month, hasn't it? Yeah. That beats it 3 months ago.
Y'all went crazy on clips. I mean, I looked at my Twitch thing and I'm like, I had like all these. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my goodness, is that like 50 clips?
Oh, if you go to my YouTube channel and go to my YouTube Shorts, you will see all the Horizon clips. They're all there, every single one of them. So
Nice.
That's right, and you can by following DJ NDP. I do have their Twitch links in the pinned comment in the chat. If you have not followed them, do yourself a favor and follow them.
Drop that follow.
Also
I'm playing
follow
through
me.
Cold Steel 2 right now, and then we're going to move on to some Yakuza 5. So if you're into the Yakuza, so you know.
DJ's finally going to use that game I got it.
Wow.
Huh?
DJ's finally going to use the game I got it. Yakuza 5.
Oh, did you?
I already played 3. I already played Yakuza 3 and 4, so 5 was next on the list. 5 was next.
It was a trilogy of games, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was 3 games you got me, so I already played Yakuza 3 and 4. So
it was like a 3-in-1 package game.
Yeah, it was a 3-in-1 thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did that for like, the original trilogy. That's the only way you get the original Yakuza 3 now, by the way. Like they delisted the original one in favor of the Kiwami one. Yeah. So the only way to play the original is to get like the package of 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like Kiwami for how it looks. I haven't played it yet, but like with it, Rikiya, they made Rikiya look so awful in the game.
Yeah. Overall, Horizon is probably in my top 3 Trails games right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah.
What's your number 1 if it's not number 1?
Number 1 is Cold Steel 4.
Oh, still Cold Steel 4. Interesting.
See, I thought my number 1 was Horizon.
It goes Cold Steel 4, Horizon, and then Daybreak.
Okay.
It's kind of weird for me because sometimes I think Horizon, sometimes I think back to Azure. I'm like, man, what a great fucking game that was. So I'll say like Horizon and Azure is my first, then I'll do Reverie for second, and then I'll do Daybreak for third. It's probably my list.
But see, the whole thing is, I don't really have. I mean, for me, it's like CS4 will always. It's a favorite. It's one of my favorite. It's actually my favorite out of the Cold Steel games. Despite everybody, some people don't like it, some people hate it, some people love it. Whatever. That's But Horizon's number 2, Daybreak's number 3, Reverie's 4, Azure's 5. So.
My friend sent me an image of like a physical copy of Reverie at like a local game store. It was $100.
What?
It was $100 for Reverie. I'm like, holy crap, Reverie for $100? No way.
Oh, it was limited edition.
Maybe a limited edition of it for $100. If it's just the game itself, I'd be like, I
think it's just the game itself. Let me take a quick look at it.
Right.
It's for PS5. It says the deluxe edition, but it's just the case. It's not like a package or anything. Maybe it comes with like some DLC outfits. I don't know.
I've got like 3 copies of Reverie because one's in that box I got, and I've got the Japanese version. I've got the other, and I've got the obviously the limited edition from the West.
Well, I guess you're hogging all the copies. I have none. You have 3. Something's wrong here.
I've got. Let's see, for Reverie, I've got one. I got a physical copy, a digital copy, and a Japanese copy. So yeah.
You must have all 9, DJ, because as soon as we use CS4, I've got 3 copies of that as well.
I have no physical Trails games. All my Trails games are digital. I'm a failure of a Trails fan. Sorry, guys.
I have every version of Persona 5 as well.
I mean, if I do this, you guys can see my freaking Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal stuff up above my bookshelf over here. So I have those as well.
Yeah. You see, the one you got up there. Yeah, the one you got up there is the Western one. I've got the Japanese.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. Okay, well let me bow down to your excellence. I bow down to thee.
What?
All right, moving along.
What? Chris is on crack, man. What's up with him?
Kiseki crack. Listen, you want a Kiseki crack? Man. You want a Kiseki crack? You just gotta redeem the twerk thing. That's all you gotta do.
Do you know that's actually a website that you know it's a theory website. Yeah.
Is it? If I go on it right now, will I see it? Kiseki.
Yeah, it's called. Look it up. It's called Delicious Crack No Kiseki.
Delicious crack no Kiseki. Full series spoiler. I am not clicking this. This seems like I'm gonna get a virus on my computer.
Oh God.
It's not. It's the safe side. Don't worry. Trust me.
Whatever you say. So anyway, you said you said Horizons was your second favorite Trails game now, DJ, after playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just like the overall, like the combat, the new gameplay addition.
Oh,
the garden was great, by the way. I love the garden.
The combat was good. You know, despite some of the fights and some of the fights being a pain in the ass, but you know, we won't talk about that.
Be a bit of a pain, but some of them
we won't talk about that garden fight. We won't talk about the garden fight with the Imaginator who just did infinite heals on me for 5 or 6 times in a row. You know.
That was hilarious. That clip I watched was hilarious of that. I can't believe
it's because everyone died, and the way he works, Simeone, in that fight is he counters a lot of your attacks. If you've only got one character left, he'll just heal.
No. The thing is, I had a character,
vanished.
but the problem was the character was in stealth mode, so he didn't have a target.
Well, that as well, yeah.
So he kept going healing. He kept healing himself, and I'm just like going, hello? Am I ever going to get a turn?
It shows how clever the AI is in that game. Then, you know, if it acknowledges when you're in stealth mode, he doesn't attack, but he heals instead.
Good AI.
Yeah, it's good.
Good AI right there. Yeah, that's like the overall.
God,
the game.
what did you post in the chat? Oh God, Conan, what did you post?
Is that the clip? That's the clip, isn't it?
Oh God, is that the clip? Oh shit.
That's the freaking clip.
God.
But anyway, so basically the Garden was just like overall better than the Daybreak 2 one in my opinion. I really like the Grim Garden a lot more than I like the American Garden. Especially because you could palm grind, and I love palm grinding. But overall, just like the little board game style was like really cool. And like I didn't even know this. You can like change your avatar. I didn't know that. I thought you were
Chris
like
didn't know that until he saw it on my stream.
I was really stupid. I literally did I'm like you can make Shizuna or like Elaine or like other people your avatar. I'm just hearing like the shackled hero like the shackled hero like the whole time trying to get the right freaking board I want, and I could have it be more pleasant.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it.
Chris came into my stream and he's like, "Wait, how'd you get the Shizuna the thing?" And I said, "Here, I'll show you." He's like, "I didn't know you could do that."
My line was like,
Let's ready get started.
It was great. But yeah, overall Horizons is definitely like a top tier Trails game in my opinion. The story notwithstanding, like just overall like gameplay, mechanics, everything is just great. Also, you know what I really love about Horizons? You go to Anchorville. I love Anchorville. Anchorville's a great place. Why is Anchorville?
Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Okay, as much as I loved going to Anchorville, I got tired of seeing Anchorville. Okay, I was like, can we go somewhere else?
Would you rather be back in Edith, where you have to do like 1,000,000 NPC rounds and 1,000,000 side quests? As much as I love NPC rounds, Jesus, Act 1 took me like 30 freaking hours.
Alright, DJ, that's a lost cause. Just let him just run.
I know.
Listen,
okay, I'd say one thing. Act 1 did drag on a little too long. Okay,
most people do
it wasn't that bad. But unlike Chris, who talks to all the NPCs, I don't talk to all the NPCs. So you know, Anchorville.
And yet you ended up with more time than I did on my first run of Horizons.
Yeah, well, you know, that's fine. Okay, I mean,
that happened, DJ. Were you talking to the NPCs off stream and just not telling us?
No, I wasn't. No, I was probably doing palm grinding and all that other stuff. Getting all the S ranks and all the garden floors.
Yeah, I did that up to the last one.
Getting all the S ranks and then going through all the, you know, doing the last domain and having to fight that stupid boss and the whole Grandmaster reveal and all that stuff that's at the end of the Grim Garden.
That was a good part, though. That was a really good part.
That was a very good part. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, hello. I was not expecting
a good
you.
reward for finishing the Garden. Yes, I concur. It's really good.
Yeah, and that's why the Grim Garden is actually an important thing to do and not skip.
The Grandmaster.
For those who skipped it.
For those who didn't do it, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Can we agree that Rufus has the coolest S-craft?
I can
It's
agree.
pretty up there. I'm gonna say it's pretty up
It's
there as one of the
between
coolest,
Rufus
it's
and
one of the
Reen for
coolest
me.
ones.
I think Rufus and Reen have the coolest ones for sure.
I kind of like.
Yeah,
I kind of like Aaron. I like Aaron's second S-Craft. The new one
Aaron's
he
second
gets.
S-Craft is amazing. I love
Yeah, I
it.
spun
It
the-
gets the
I
combo
spun the
meter
fuck
up
out of that.
so well. You know who
Yeah,
has
I
the,
like
you know who has the best S-Craft though? I'm gonna say it. Kasum. He has the best one.
Oh yeah, with these the big D cannon, yeah.
That one moment when you
Yeah,
have him
Costume, the
playable,
guy you get to actually finally get to control in one part of the garden, and that's it.
the one time
So.
you play as him, it was so crazy. I remember I got my combo gauge all the way up to 300 one time, thanks to him.
Just nuked him, just nuked the boss.
You know, it's kind of funny as I watch people play through the Horizon game on stream. Some people, you know, most people that go through the garden, they use the same people all the time, and I'm just kind of like, you have a chance to use Costume and you don't even use the man. I'm just like, okay.
I mean, I always keep like Reen, Kevin, Van in my party, but I like to mix it up a little bit sometimes. Obviously, when Costume was playable, I'm like, holy crap, playable Costume? Of course he's going in the party. Why would I not play this? I will still enjoy Ren's S-Crafts and probably Rufus. Ren's S-Craft is just a classic in general.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic S-Craft.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just like, you know, I like watching people play through Horizon, but when they get to the garden, or they get to a garden and they're just like using the same people over and over again, I'm just kind of like, you have all these people you could possibly use.
Sometimes people get too afraid though with like such a big choice. It's like Reverie. There's like over 50 characters. You get a little
Well,
overwhelmed.
Reverie, I can totally understand. I can totally understand Reverie because you got so many freaking people.
Well, Horizon doesn't Horizon have like the second most playable characters then? Or no, that'd probably be Cold Steel 4, right? That'd probably be Cold
That's
Steel
probably
4.
Cold Steel 4. Cold Steel 4
No,
has more
Reverie.
than Horizon.
Reverie. That's
Reverie has the most, but we're saying like the second most is probably Cold Steel 4.
The second most is probably CS4.
Then probably Horizon.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say.
because
then
in Daybreak.
Horizon.
Yeah,
Horizon has a lot, but it doesn't have as many as Cold Steel 4.
Oh yeah, playable. Listen. Oh, that's WR Moss. By the way, welcome in. I gotta
Hey Moss,
say,
how you doing?
Yorda was amazing in
Mhm.
Horizons. I loved Yorda so much. Like, did
I
not
was not expecting Yorda to have such an important role in the game. I was not. That was something that was a total surprise to me, and I was kind of like, whoa,
Ben.
okay, she plays a very important role in the game. I'm just kind of like, it's great
her
because
character.
she was a
development
total
great, too.
brat in Daybreak too. I was like, I was like, she was a brat in Daybreak too.
But then, like, once she like tasted that like freedom that she so wanted, you know, she grew. Unfortunately, Ix, her brother, didn't grow that same way. So they kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, it's like her character growth from Daybreak 2 into Horizon is just crazy. She had such great character growth from the way she was to the way she ended in Horizon. So.
And she's just like fun to play as too. Like she's a great playable character.
She was a great to play as, and Ix, her brother, is a total brat, and I just wanted to yeet him out of the universe. So.
Yeet.
Yeet. Yeah, no, I don't like Ix. I don't know what's gonna happen in Horizons 2 with Ix, but don't really care. Yorda all the way. I need a Yorda plushie. We need a Yorda plushie, I think.
But yeah, the whole Yorda thing totally took me off guard. I wasn't expecting Yorda even.
That's just classic Trails, making you love characters you thought you wouldn't love, like Rufus. You know.
Just
Everyone
like
hated
Rufus. I hated Rufus. I couldn't stand Rufus in Cold Steel 4. And then it's like, he shows up in Reverie, and I'm just like, great. Now I actually like him.
He's the villain again, and then he's realized the Rufus you saw wasn't the real Rufus, and then you got like that crazy like his like own characterization, like why he does the actions he does, and it's just like, I forgive you, man. I forgive your soul. But yeah, Trails is just good at that.
It's crazy how that works. You know, it's like I couldn't stand Rufus back in Cold Steel 4. I hated him.
You could say like the same about like Ren until like when they showed her her backstory, and then everyone felt bad for her. You know, I'm not sure what, because like Ren is such a good character, but what were people's thoughts at the end of like SC before like even Third came out? You know, like did people even like Ren? I know she's like one of the best characters that people love now, but like for Ren in general, like at the end of SC, how was it then? I can't imagine. Because like now
the
I'm like,
whole thing is Rufus was on. Well, Cedric's another one I don't like, and I still don't like him. So
yeah. Well, I think I probably said this before, but Cedric would be the perfect main character protagonist for an Ouroboros game. I think.
God.
I think he would. But don't you agree? Don't you think it'd be like a good one? No, maybe. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, the MC's pussy whipped by Shirley.
Exactly. We get more Shirley content. I know. If Nat.
God,
if
I'll tell you
Nasher
one
was
thing.
here, he'd
I
love
wanted
that.
to yeet Cedric I wanted to yeet him off the goddamn Courageous. I was like, can we just throw him off the ship?
He was good in like Cold Steel 2, and then like something happened in Cold Steel 3. He got like angsty.
Yeah, he became an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about Cedric. Yes, the bum. Yes, we're talking about Cedric.
The bum.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was playing Cold Steel 2 yesterday, and we got to that part in Cold Steel 2 where they're going down in the elevator thing, and Cedric, and of course Altina tells him, watch your footing or you might go splat. And I'm like, yes, go splat.
Yes, please. I changed the whole timeline and course of everything. I was conflicted with Ren at the end of SC. I was with Estelle that I could sense that there was something causing Ren to behave how she was. Yeah, it's just like Ren was such an interesting character at the end of SC, but then third like made it so like everyone like loved her, and then like obviously Zero and Azure and all that good stuff, especially Zero, but Azure too.
Yeah, overall Horizon was overall an actual really good game. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was it totally had me it totally had me on my toes a lot, because I was just like, okay, what's going to happen here? Okay. And it had me write things down. I don't write things down in games very often, but
you got the notebook. You got the notebook right next to you, I bet, don't you?
I have my notebook right next to me. Indeed, I do.
I got my notes from the last stream. Me and DP did, so.
And I have my little note taking. I have my note taking. There you go. Well, somebody beat me to it.
Let's go. There's the dingo notes. It's a very good emote. There's a very good emote.
The dingo note taking.
All right. So now that we know DJ's thoughts on Horizon, DP, has your thoughts changed at all about Horizon, or is it overall just the same?
It's just the same as before. Like I said, I just think it's the best game of the series, just because of the events of the game, the music. I thought the structure of the game overall was okay, like you say, but I think they could have maybe summarized like one better, because it was too long. I mean, they could have easily have replaced that with maybe another episode for Kevin, Reen, maybe. Because I thought.
You know what? I'll tell you what. While we're talking about the routes, they need. I wanted to have more Kevin. More Kevin route.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wanted more Reen, because I think his yeah, Kevin got shot in the straw, unfortunately. Yeah, but I think Reen's episodes were the best in the game. I thought.
Oh, for sure.
Because.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed Reen's route.
That's why I love the game, because having him in Calvert.
I wish I could have gotten more of Reen.
Yeah, because having him in Calvert, showing down with Shizuna, and then him showing down with
and the whole thing is
the
whole finale of the game was like, it's like you had Van and his crew in the underground bunker thing. I was like, why are Reen and Kevin and their groups not here? It's like they're in their own little.
It was relegated to like just a short cutscene for each one summarized, because you saw Kevin obviously in Cray Village outskirts.
Yeah, in Cray. They were in Cray.
That whole moment was just like rough in general.
Yeah, they're in the Kunlun Mountains. Yeah, the Kunlun Mountains, exactly. Yes, but as I said before, we'll get into this in a bit with the theories. I think Yunkafai has something to do with the Septarian of Time. So we'll get into that later on. But yeah.
Oh, that whole game, the whole time I'm playing that game, I was like, the Septarian of Time was going to come into play in this game. I just know it. I just got a gut feeling.
It was on the cover. It was on the cover of the game the whole time. Right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Right there, guys.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it either. It's like,
It's a recluse cube.
It's just a fun
I thought it was a cube. I didn't think anything about it at the time, so.
You thought those chess messages were bad? Well, wait till you see them attack you when we reverse time! Woo!
I'm sure they must have some kind of relationship with some of the cube bosses we've seen in other games, like in Reverie and places like that. They're very symbolic of the series cubes. Yeah.
Very possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say overall,
the whole thing was, I was like, well, they never brought anything up about time. All through Daybreak, I was thinking to myself, there's got to be something involved with the Septarian of time. It's got to be. There's no way it's not. So
it was about time we finally got more like Septarian stuff, since Daybreak 1 and 2 didn't really touch upon that. Or did they?
No. Well, technically,
they actually did, but not. Yes. They did, but not like. It's basically there's a connection with Mare, essentially. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
In our last DJ, you don't know about this because you weren't here, obviously. But in our last, the one that me and DP did, someone actually like hacked the game and like looked at the files to see like what was said under like Mare's speech, like the words she said. So
I don't want to know.
But this is a discussion stream. You have to know.
I don't want to know what she said. I don't know. I don't want to know what her jumbled words are. I want to find out on my own.
I forgot what you said. Just out of curiosity, did it actually say what she said, or in the redacted dialogue?
It did. Yes.
It actually revealed it. Yeah.
It kind of did. Yes.
Interesting. I'll have to
if you don't want to touch upon it, DJ, we won't touch upon it. But for
I don't want to know about it. I'll find out on my own.
Want to know? You can. I think there's like a YouTube video about it. If you type in like Mare's redacted information, you'll be able to see what it is. But we won't touch upon it to be nice to DJ.
No, I don't want to know. No, I'll find out. I want to find out on my own.
While we're at it, we also know who at the end of Horizons, like like the mask figure that was with like Kevin, like those three. We actually know who they are as well. So I assume you don't want to know.
Oh, is that Sheena Dirk?
I mean, do you want to know? Because I can tell you.
Well, I was asking if the woman who talked to the lady who took her mask off and talked to Nadia or talked to them at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And
Muriel
turns around, looks at him. I'm like, that looks like Sheena Dirk. I don't know. It could be. Maybe it is.
We know who it is. I can tell you if you really want to know.
How do you know that?
I don't want to know who all the masked people are. I don't want to get spoiled and then when I play the next game, I already know who they all are.
The one I don't know like 100% is the green one. I think the theory behind her is it's either Aina or it's like Fairy from the future. I don't really know personally.
Well, Chris, how do you know that's Sheena Dirk though? The yellow one. How do you know?
It was because what was it? Somebody so you can like take the camera in the game and do like a free cam, and during that scene you could like move it to see who it is.
Right, okay.
That's why. So they like 100% confirmed.
Yeah.
So I saw like a YouTube video of it. We talked about.
I think you mentioned it, Chris. Yeah, I think you mentioned it. I can't remember vaguely, but I remember you saying something like that.
So if you want to know who it is, DJ, we can say it.
Yeah.
No, don't want to know. Okay. No.
All right.
Well, like I said, coming back to the redacted messages, I just have a theory. It might not necessarily be true, but I think it's something to do with, things like the time, everything to do with like the world, like illegal terms, that they can't reveal that gives away sin counters or something like that. I'll go into more detail about it later on, but it's everything to do with like the Grand Reset and everything.
It definitely feels like Mare has a big connection to.
Yes, she's
behind the scenes. Yeah, she's been kind of sussy throughout these three games in general.
Exactly, it's like whatever's been redacted. It's like she's revealing something big, about. Maybe it's a Septarian or whatever, something huge that we don't know.
Some information we don't know about. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That hopefully Horizons 2 will go into more detail about, which if it doesn't, I'll be upset.
That's why, and we'll go into more detail later. I think Mare is directly related to the Septarian of Time, but we'll go into more detail about that later. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well, also the whole thing at the end of Horizon with Yume. At the end of the game where they're running up the steps, and then Yume has the different colored eyes again, yes. Did Mare possess her?
Who knows? I have no idea.
I think Mare did possess her though, but we'll go into it later.
Well, since we're still on the topic of obviously Horizons, DJ, are there any crazy scenes that really stood out to you in general throughout the game?
Oh my God, crazy scenes,
bro.
Look, okay, if you want to know about crazy scenes,
I do.
Just go watch my clips, okay? There's lots of crazy scenes, okay? You got freaking Kincaid who has a fucking ass Grendel. How the hell did he get that? hello? That
Well,
like
Grendel
wait.
Shaddai, right? That's what his name is, right?
Yeah,
Shaddai?
Grendel.
Shaddai,
Yeah, Shaddai or
Shaddai.
something. Yeah. How
That's-
the hell
yeah.
did he get that?
How long has he had that for? I have my thoughts on that. actually,
Exactly.
but
How
who
long
knows?
has he had that? How'd he get it? Who else knows?
Exactly.
Obviously, Anya's knows he has it.
Yeah.
But
That's why I
you know,
question.
I
why I
think
question-
Anya's probably
yeah.
only found out during Horizons. I don't think she knew like the whole
Mm.
time. Now maybe Hamilton knew the whole time, possibly.
Oh yeah, she
Because
probably.
who actually
was
is
like-
Kincaid?
It was
I
just really
said,
funny.
I said something about Kincaid from when I started Daybreak 1. I was like, when I met Kincaid, I said he is going to be so sus
Well,
in
it's
this
the
whole
glasses thing.
series.
It's just the glasses.
Yeah.
If a character in Trails wears glasses, they're sus.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
still
why-
waiting for like Machias and Emma to be
Yeah.
like villains or something.
The whole Kincaid with the Grendel thing was crazy. I was just like, huh? I was like, wait,
Huh?
what?
That's why you kind of. That's why you kind of question now, because he's got a Grendel form. Does he have a demon form? That's the question. or
Exactly.
whatever.
Now you got to
Yeah.
think about that, and it's just like, and the whole Kincaid Grendel thing was a crazy scene. There's a lot of crazy scenes. I mean, going back to the remains of Cray Village was crazy. I was not I was like, wait, we're going to Cray? Okay, wasn't expecting to go there. Cool.
I don't know if anyone
That's
would
quite.
have guessed that.
That's
but for sure, I
that's a
definitely
very
would've.
sad part. I knew we were going to
There's
go
a
there
lot
at
of
some
crazy
point,
stuff in
not-
that game.
yeah.
I mean, it's
But not that point.
I mean, the whole. I mean, I got so many clips from so much crazy stuff. It's not even funny.
Just
It's
like the whole
the Grendel,
the whole finale of the game is just insane.
the whole Kincaid Grendel thing will always stand out to me the most, though. That was just totally. I'm
See,
just like,
when you-
huh?
Exactly. When you look at it, like you look at Kincaid, you look at Van. They're kind of like polar opposites, aren't they? He's dark, he's light. So,
Exactly,
so that's-
light and dark.
So it's like yin and yang, all that kind of shit. And then, then I'm thinking, did Renee know all along that Van was a demon lord? Did he know he could, control the Grendel?
Like, you mean did he
No,
know
just-
before even Van knew? Are you saying?
That's what I think he did, because he comes across as a very smart guy as well. So he's
He's
like
a very
always
smart guy.
Yeah.
always 2 steps ahead of everybody else. He's always ahead of everybody. Yeah, exactly. That's how That's how he's always on time in place. It's just like he knows what's going to happen. He's like
And
a fortune teller.
the whole
or some
thing
shit.
with Anya's and Van, when Anya's like pretty much tells Van that she's in love with him and all this stuff.
That was a great
I'm like
scene.
going, wait, whoa. Hey, I'm like, hold on. And then
Hold the
she's
phone.
like, and then she said something. I'll probably cry for the next 2.5 days. And I'm thinking to myself, the launch is in 2.5 days. What the hell is that? I was like, what?
That was such a good scene. The Anya's confession scene, because the voice acting was just amazing. Like the
Yeah.
atmosphere,
Oh,
like
yeah.
how well it was executed. It was really
That whole
well done.
scene was great, and they handled it well. They handled it the way they should have handled it. But the whole thing with Anya's telling Van that, well, now you can just have a whole harem and just like, you can, I'm like going, what?
Yeah.
That
totally
was just
I was
that
like,
was just
what the
Anya's
heck
crashing
is
out.
going on?
She was,
That's what-
she
you
was
see,
crashing
that-
out for real.
You see, that's why I'm thinking now about Agnes. Was the whole purpose to see Van in the first place in the first game was because she knew what was going to happen, 1 year later? The question isn't, was the entire purpose from the start? I know she wanted him to find all the Genesis, but it could have been a much bigger plan, It's like,
don't think.
Yeah,
Anya
the whole
even
reason,
knew.
yeah,
Maybe-
yeah,
yeah.
the whole schoolgirl outfit thing.
Yeah. Or,
She wore that for a
Grimheart, yeah.
reason,
Exactly.
And the
Oh,
whole thing,
yeah.
what drives me crazy
Yeah.
is during the whole game, Van sees her goes in. The whole scene with Anya is going into the tower when he's out with Yorda doing birthday shopping or whatever. He sees her go in there, and it never gets brought up. And I'm like, oh my god.
I really should have brought that up, but I guess he completely trusted Anya's. Like she's like, she wouldn't be sussy. No way. I trust my assistants.
I'm like, bro, you had the perfect opportunity to ask her, and it's like, ah.
Yeah, imagine if he actually just brought it up, and then maybe the whole trajectory of the game would change.
It's like what Crimson said, though. It's like history's repeating itself. The same thing happened twice and probably a different loop.
Yep.
The whole loop
She walks
thing
past
is
the
absolutely
yeah,
insane, too.
exactly. I think she said when her mother walks past the statue, she cries. And do you think? And I think the mothers did they do the same thing as Anya's? Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing with Van and Anya's at night. That whole thing was. I was like, as I was playing through it, I was thinking to myself, she's going through all this stuff and she's remembering stuff about her mom and all this stuff, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
she's fixing to do something crazy. She's getting ready to do something crazy in this game. I'm just like,
It's crazy how I didn't even pick up on that. I'm like, oh, she's just sad.
and the whole thing was, I thought Van was going to be the one doing the crazy stuff, not Anya's. I was not expecting her to do what she did. I was like, wait a second,
She pulled what
that's
Van
not
pulled in
what I
Daybreak 1.
thought.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
crazy,
never really.
like the turnaround.
Yeah.
It's like Van did that in Daybreak 1, now Anya's did it at the end of Horizons.
I know.
Doing like
The whole thing was her sussy dad, her sussy president dad.
But was he really sussy? Was he really sussy? No. He was sussy.
He was trying to save the world, and I think it could have been him who may have sent Agnes to Van to begin with.
I think one of the best.
Could have been. I don't know. But
I think one of the best things about Horizons, and this is maybe a bit of a hot take, there's really no villain. If you think about it, there really is no villain. You could say Renee's the villain, but in a sense, he's doing what he's doing to help prevent the world from fully resetting. You could say the president's the villain, but he's just doing it to protect the world himself.
Actually, there is no villain. But
exactly.
Still,
isn't that kind of crazy?
The whole thing was, the whole launch, the space launch, was on the same day as Agnes' birthday, and I was like, I even wrote that down in my notes. I was like, that equals something bad, because you're having the space launch on the same day as your daughter's birthday. Something bad's going to happen. Yep, just what happened, but something bad.
Yeah, I think that's why, when you cast your mind back to End of Reverie, that scene that Gremha has with the Grandmaster, and he tells her not to interfere with his plans, and she went with it, and it's because of that's the start of his plan. That's why he became president, because he wanted to stop the Sectarian of Time. He knew this in advance, because I think he's maybe in a past life he might have experienced this and remembered it. I don't know, because remember there's different loops every time. There's like 19,000, almost 20,000 loops, isn't there? So maybe you retained a memory from a previous loop. That's why he knew about it. That's why he became president. Because obviously he needed access to the capital to do the space project. Because all of his plan to work was based on the space project. To send Emily into space, destroy Lundgren's chest, but it failed, didn't it?
Well, maybe he knew the truth because of his wife. Just
that's what I'm saying.
Stuff.
Yeah, that was the whole foundation. Then he sought the Grandmaster and Erebos not to interfere with his plans, because otherwise they might interfere with his plans failing or succeeding, whatever.
And I think because what was it? Hamilton herself even said that Grandma's plan actually had a chance of working. There was a possibility it could have worked. So they were actually banking on that as well. What Hamilton was doing was just essentially insurance in case it didn't, which obviously it failed.
Exactly, Chris. So that's why she accepted. That's why she accepted.
That's perhaps the Grandmaster also might have thought that Grandma had a chance too.
Exactly. That's why the Grandmaster accepted, because Erebos, they're an anti-villain, could be anti-hero, because they're kind of like a grey, aren't they? Either good or bad, aren't they? They can be, and they're observers, aren't they? So that's why I think she accepted, because that's what they do. They observe the world, don't they? How it pans out. So that's why they let all these horrible things happen. You see, that's how I always see it. You see, they do bad things maybe to see other good things happen. No, that's them.
It's all just a giant screwed up situation, the whole.
Yeah, Erebos, they're a very interesting group, yeah, because they're not really good, they're not really bad, they're kind of in between, aren't they? A little bit, aren't they?
It's really weird because replaying SC, because SC is our first prime example of Ouroboros in general. They are such villains, and like Walter, freaking Blue Block, they're all just evil. But obviously you play through more of the games, you find out they're not super evil. It just depends on the individual themselves.
Exactly. I mean, look at Sandlot, Arian Road, and all those others. They participated in horrible things, yeah, but you wouldn't say she was a horrible person, Arian Road, wouldn't you? No.
At the end of Daybreak 2, Hamilton privately calls Agnes. I think that's the moment where Agnes learns about what happened, the actual truth behind the loops and everything. It was because of that. Yeah. So it's just insane to me when you think about all those things, right, DJ? You agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
Let me take a look at my notes here. You know,
Let's go on
playing
those
through
Horizons.
Horizons really makes you question every other game in the series, and you like look back.
I really do.
So you know what? Because I'm actually playing through. For those who don't know, I'm actually playing through Third right now, a Nightmare, and I actually just got to like the door with the salt pail. Do you think maybe the reason why the salt pail happened was because of an artifact from a different loop? And maybe that's why it was just like happening. Maybe like, because like if you know, Amelia got turned into like Amelia and her robot got turned into a rock, and we learned in Horizons that Kevin like a few years ago took that same rock back to the church. So we learned that like artifacts appear from. They go from like loop to loop essentially. Like, sometimes they carry over. So do you think maybe like the salt pail might have been one of those things as well?
Yeah.
Is it a possibility?
Yeah, definitely. Because when you look at it, look at the timelines. You know, look at when that happened, when Amelia, you know, died and crashed. You know, that was like 1209 in the 99th loop. That could have happened already in another loop as well. The exact same thing, but obviously that artifact carried over to the next loop. It's like you see all those other like statues across Samaria as well. Look in the Nord Highlands, Brionian Island, all those things. You know, they could have happened in other timelines as well.
They're not
and carried
actually
over.
from ancient Samaria. They're from previous loops.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
So that's kind of like insanity. That makes you think about like a lot of things that have happened in like the past in like Zamaria's history. And like, did this happen because of a time loop or something? And it just makes you question everything, every single detail. It's just like question.
That's why you play all the games.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Grand Collapse. It's like it leaves a big scar in time, and all that stuff kind of carries over, and it just loops again and again. And certain things are retained when the next loop happens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Horizons are just crazy in that regard. What did we all think of Yoon Kafai making his first appearance in the game? What do we all think about that?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, what an introduction! Fucking pop idol fanboy.
Vega, let's go Vega! Woo!
I know. Could you imagine?
That moment, the first time I met him in the club with Van, that was great. I was like, oh my god.
You'd have expected this kind of like really dramatic entrance from him, but no, you just see him just randomly as an NPC in some bar middle of Riverside in Edith, and it's just so random when you meet him. It's funny. It really is.
It was great. Yeah. You think he could be a playable character in the next Trails game?
Hell yeah.
You think he might be playable?
Another good scene with him is when Van and them are in the I forgot what the place is called.
The hospital.
In Anchorville. The
hospital, yeah.
When he shows up to save their asses from the executor guy, this awesome fucking attack. And I'm just like, way to steal the show, bro.
Yeah, he stole Van's thunder. Yeah.
That's just classic Yoon Kafai, you know?
Yep.
Doing it for the ladies. He's like he's like Master Roshi from like Dragon Ball in a sense. Like that's a good comparison for him.
Yeah, he's actually he is totally like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that fight with him and Rain and in the mountain with Kuragane, I was not expecting Kuragane's reveal to happen during that fight. I was like, he revealed himself. I was like going, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually he's a direct descendant of the Ikaruga bloodline as well, because he's related to Yoon Kafai.
Yeah, he's related to him, which is even more crazy. And the whole thing was when he introduced himself and he's like, I used to be part of Ikaruga, and Aaron goes, what?
Yeah, I didn't even know that either, that he was like related to Ikaruga. I thought he was just like he just trained Chizuna. I didn't know he was like related to like the whole like Jaeger Corps and everything. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
That
really
blew my mind, to be perfectly honest with
you. The whole Aaron's expression when he found out that Aaron's like, what?
Nani?
Huh? What do you mean?
It reminded me of Elliot, and Elliot does his little, what? and Cold Steel 2.
Yeah, You Could Fly was wonderful to have in Horizons for sure. I really enjoyed that immensely.
Yeah.
Well, let's yeah, we can talk about Rufus being a dad to Lapis, being like going all dad mode with Lapis and them in the strip club.
Having Rufus back was amazing. What a good addition to add to Horizons, because I just love Rufus and we were talking about it earlier. We love Rufus and Reverie now, so having him back, seeing how he's grown a lot more, working with Kevin and stuff, it was just amazing in general.
And playable and seeable Kevin as well.
Listen, Kevin back playable after third was just the thing we needed.
That's wild.
And yeah, he's still got like the shortest moments in the game.
Back. He's voiced by Ray Chase, who is amazing. And I'm like, yes, you got the right person to voice the right character there, guys.
Rufus being broke was hilarious, Moss. I agree. It was really
Rufus being broke and Lapis finding out that that he's broke.
Yes,
no, it was Nadia.
Yeah.
Nadia was not. It was Nadia that was
not
like
happy. She was crashing out all throughout that whole part. It's like,
yeah.
Bro, we can't do anything. We can't stay in this hotel. We can't even buy the food. What's going on?
Yeah, and then Kevin became the personal bank account.
Yeah, and then Kevin was the bank account guy, and then of course Kevin's like, I haven't seen strippers in ages, man.
Just put this on the tab for the holy city of Arteria. They'll cover my charges. The stripper part was pretty funny, though.
Yeah, they must have a shitload of mirror, the church.
Yeah, Lapis telling everybody at the party during the prologue. Lapis is like, "Oh yeah, I can even get drunk," and I'm like, "Huh?" I was like,
"Yeah."
I think we're getting a little too realistic here.
Yeah, and what's even funnier is seeing Celise in that costume, for the energy drink they were promoting. It was hilarious. I
thought that was
a crazy moment, because I was just like going, and of course she's up there on the stage. She's like, "I'm going to kill you guys. Y'all are all dead."
You can literally have that as like a costume for her too in the game when you play as her in the garden. It's great.
I'm surprised she agreed to it.
Who knows? She probably got like no. I can imagine it. Leon's like, "Yo, we're doing this really cool."
I don't know if she actually agreed to it or not. I don't think she enjoyed it.
She didn't know.
Yeah, it's not what Chris said. Yeah, Chris said it. Leon probably wrote
Leon agreed to it. So he's like, "Oh, this is probably gonna be harmless." And then Leon's like, "All right, you have to put this on." And she's like, "What? Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
We already said yes. We can't go back on it. That's not very holy of us."
Exactly. That's why Leon's a troll.
He's a troll.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah. That was good. I feel like we didn't really get much Celise and Leon in Horizons, but it's fine because we got they got a lot of focus in Daybreak too.
They did, yeah. You got to learn some more about about the church and everything, and the Dominion and stuff. Yeah.
So DJ, what are your thoughts on the fact that everything is a time loop, and we've been in almost in 20,000 loops in Zemuria? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
That was just totally crazy. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm sitting there going, huh? Wait, the what? Wait, what?
It's kind of insane because Daybreak 2 kind of, in a sense, foreshadowed that this was gonna happen with the Genesis doing something like this, but this is obviously on like a huge scale. So like it's kind of crazy that like.
Well, I tell you what, the whole thing with all the time rewinds in Daybreak 2. I had a feeling all those time rewinds were going to come back and haunt us in the end with something crazy.
They sure did.
I guess they came back with something even more crazy.
Well, because we can understand through resets, little stone. What is it called? With the stones where you see the memories in the.
Memento orbs, yeah.
Yeah, those.
The
memento orbs that. The timeline doesn't always reset at the same point, and it's explained it's based on the sin value. Because I think for when reset did before she went back to the current thing, it was 50 years. Because it said 1253, if I remember.
On a capsule. Yeah.
So it doesn't always just reset at the same time exactly. It's just different depending on the sin value, or if, as they said, if they try to breach into space and take down the chest. So that's you fucked up button. Now we're resetting the time.
Yeah,
you messed up. Yeah. So it's kind of insane that it's not always just the same.
Hi.
Exactly. So that's why with reset, Yeah, that's why with Rosette, I think she must have been brought from another loop and then transferred to another. She must have
Aw.
kind of done a dimensional hop or something.
Come down to get some
Because how does she exist in 1253 in one loop, then she's like existing 50 years before in another loop? It's like
Did you come
it's
down
like
to
she
get
was
some
transported.
pets? Did you go?
Yeah.
Did you come down to get some kitties?
It makes you think that what is
What? What's Deej going on about?
She's petting her cat.
Sorry, Chris.
She's petting her
Go on.
cat. Can Ichigo,
Mute yourself,
can
Deej.
Ichigo talk? Can Ichigo talk, DJ? Can Ichigo talk and join the conversation?
No, Ichigo's not going to talk. He just came down to get some pets.
What is
He's okay.
Ichigo's thoughts on Horizons, DJ?
I don't think Ichigo cares.
Ooh.
No, like, how do you think? Do you think that like in Reset's like actual timeline, do you think they knew about the loops or something? Because what was it? The freaking nanomachines was like running rampant in her timeline. Because obviously, any single time Reset saw those, she would like it would be like PTSD acting up, and she would freak out. So
yeah,
like clearly
I
they
think
must have known about like time travel or something. Do you think they maybe knew about the loops?
Did. Of course, yeah. Because remember, what they were doing. The Vestiges, they were using the Genesis to interdimensionally, hop between different dimensions. You see, that's how they were able to bring those Executor technologies to that current timeline. You see, so probably something similar happened with Rosette, where she was probably transported from that dimension to another. Maybe using the Genesis. Who knows? Just don't know yet.
It's just really weird the selection of. Oh God, why do I keep forgetting the words? The Vestiges that were chosen. Like, why did we have to get Melchior back out of like everybody? Like he's like one of the most.
We're gonna talk about the Vestiges. Why the fucking hell is Giacomo back?
Because if you know, Renee detected that they weren't like homunculi, they weren't dolls. So that for me, they must have come from another timeline. They were alive in that particular timeline. They came from another like dimension somewhere, on a different loop maybe. Because they said they were humans, they were alive, So.
And that just brings back to the question of who are the unmasked Vestiges. Obviously, I said this earlier, but I think the green one is either Ida or it is Fairy from the future. But I think Fairy from the future is probably the more. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think
you could tell.
Someone can definitely tell it's Fairy. I think someone thinks it's Fairy in the group call. I don't know who it is though.
Yeah, you could see because look at Fairy's reaction. Exactly. Look at Fairy's reaction every time she saw her and she was fighting her. She just knew. You could tell it was written all over her face.
Sometimes you could just tell who it is. What do you think it is, DJ? Do you think it might be Fairy from the future?
I don't think it's Ida. It could be Fairy from the future. I don't know who else it could be other than Fairy, because I don't think it's Ida.
Like, wait a minute. What if it's like Fairy's daughter from the future or something? She had like a child with something.
No,
I don't know. It could be.
It's a possibility.
Maybe it's her.
I think it's actually her.
Possibility too. I mean, it's like we had, we saw Melchior, we saw Giacomo, we saw what's his name? Oh, I can't think of the guy's name. Ariok, the Eradicator guy, and
Olympia. Then we saw the
Ariok.
The one.
Ariok.
No.
Yeah, Ariok.
The guy who is kind of like Aaron. Login Khan, is that him? That his name?
Yeah, Login.
Oh,
yeah,
Login
the tyrant.
The tyrant. Yeah,
the tyrant guy. And the whole thing is, you've seen all these people. You haven't seen Dante's yet. Dante's hasn't shown up yet, so.
I think he will, because all these people they're all from different dimensions. They're alive in another dimension somewhere. They've all come together at some point.
I actually don't think Dante's
what Horizons has done, it's made Daybreak 2 make more sense, because Daybreak 2, it made a little bit of sense, but not a lot of sense. And now after you play through Horizon, it kind of makes
exactly. Daybreak. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Daybreak 2 serves as that game to show you the true power of the Oxygenesis, what it can do. Because we see it can rewind time, it can sense danger, and it can rewind time if a bad outcome happens. So it's like when Van's crew gets poisoned on Nemeth Island. Like I say, they die, but then the Genesis goes back in time. But when they succeed and overcome that, time goes on. So
it makes you.
Horizon totally made Daybreak 2 make more sense, because when I finished Daybreak 2, I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on with all these time rewinds, but the next game better make it make sense.
And
they made it make sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to the vestige thing, I actually don't think Dante's will appear as a vestige. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
No?
The reason why I think that is because, just like with a goose, I think that they had their time in the light, and maybe for some reason they wouldn't be able to. It's not like a concrete like theory or anything, but I just really feel like they aren't going to make an appearance. And like,
Just don't talk about the Garden Master. That was I
just like saying a goose. Okay, a goose. It's a goose.
Yeah, I think the Garden Master is an exception because he's a demon lord.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Dante's because he wasn't a demon lord. He just stole Van's powers. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it can be possible Dante's will appear, but I don't think he will personally. Maybe he kind of blew up Cray. So.
Well, I don't know. Everybody else is showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah, because
Vern's going to show up next.
You mean Louve?
Oh, yeah.
You mean Louve?
Yeah, and exactly. It's like what you were saying before, Chris, about other anomalies that are going on, like the statues, the artifacts that appear in other loops. It's the same thing with the devils as well, because Kevin says, I think it's in third, he says there's 72 devils, but now there's 77. So where do the 5 come from? You know, it's like they've been added at some point. They've come from a different probably place, like the Beyond. So you got McBurn, you have probably Van's Demon Lord. That's another one. You see, so they've come from the Beyond. They're not of Zemurian descent. They're from the Beyond. They're from beyond the, the horizon, as we say.
Beyond the horizon. Bum bum bum.
There you go. That's why it's called that. Exactly. Yeah. You see, so where do those 5 extra devils come from? So they must have come at some point from an external, from this external source. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because one is Auguste, the other one is McBurn, of course. I think the other one is Van. I can't remember what the other 2 are, but the 3 of them are those 3, and then I can't remember who the other 2 are. Yeah, I've met them. I can't.
Do you think it could be Renee? Could Renee be one?
Could be. Renee could be one. Yeah, and I'm not sure about the other one.
Would you count?
Well, you guys also have to remember. You also remember in Reverie when you're at the end of Reverie when the other Reen tells Lloyd about something that's going to happen 3 years in the future, and Lloyd's like,
"Listen, my goat,
oh no, we don't want to know what happens 3 years in the future."
My goat didn't even need to know. My goat's awesome like that.
True.
That's why he's going to appear in Horizons 2 and he's going to save the day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Crimson. Could be Ishmelga could potentially be one. But was Ishmelga a demon lord though? He seemed like more like a kind of like a malevolent force, rather than a demon lord. It could be though, like you say, because
Chris thinks Lloyd's just going to be the all-time hero or something.
You bet he is. This is the freaking Lloyd. He's freaking Lloyd Bannings.
Whatever, bro.
That could be a shout, Crimson. Ishmelga could potentially be one. Yeah.
I'm actually checking on the wiki right now.
Because Ishmelga was obviously the Ebon Knight as well, which was a divine knight as well.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the Ishmelga. I saw the one that was the knight.
Yeah.
Having a hard time seeing. Let me ask a question then. Let me ask a question while I'm looking into this. What would you guys say is the MVP of the whole game of Horizons? Like, who do you think was the character that did the most, or your MVP in general?
Oh God.
Green.
I don't know if I explained that right. I
don't know.
Reen for me. Reen.
You think it was definitely Reen? Reen's the MVP of the whole game for you?
Mint.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Possibly.
Mint?
Him, and you saw possibly Van as well. It just depends on how you look at it, But for me, Van.
No, not Mint. I was kidding. God damn it.
But overall, I think it's been one of the best scenes for me. So yeah, go ahead.
Green's probably up there. Yeah, Reen probably. Anya. Oh, Anya's has a big role.
I'm gonna say Yorda.
Sure.
I'm gonna say Yorda's the MVP.
Yorda, that could be one. But I think to me, I wish it was Kevin, but he weren't given enough time. A lot of his episodes were well short. He didn't really go many places. He went. Yeah, exactly. He went to Tharbad and Cray. That's it. That's all.
Well, yeah. Well, and Reen went to Basel, and also
Lungwai.
And if you tuned into DP stream, he also went to Edith as well. So
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Rena needed. Rena needed.
we also went to, if you tuned into DP stream, we also went to Edith. Only in like the only in Van's district where he lives. Only there though.
Yeah, I was so
See, don't say
confused.
it.
It's like,
Yeah, Rain did have Rain could be your MVP of the game. You could have Van. Van has a pretty good role in the game. Anya's
Van
has.
as well, yeah.
I think Anya's
Anya.
has a really big role in the game.
And yes, as well,
well, of
because she has a
course,
very
Anya's.
interesting ending. That fucking
I mean,
ending, man.
you could throw in Aaron. You could throw in Aaron. Aaron had Aaron. You could throw in Aaron there.
Yeah.
but-
You know, I'm gonna say something. It's gonna piss you off, DJ. So I'm sorry in
Oh
advance.
God!
I think Aaron. I think.
Oh, Chris,
I think.
Chris,
I
don't
think.
go
I
there,
think.
Chris.
I think Aaron's dad did more than Aaron.
Oh, fuck off!
Rufus. Rufus as well. Rufus, he had some good moments.
Listen,
Aaron's dad is an asshole. Okay.
No, Aaron's dad did more than Aaron in the whole
Hey,
game.
do you know what? It's an honourable mention to Lapis as well. She's hilarious in that game. I know. She's Van's desert rival. It's fucking funny that. I know.
That whole scene of the
No, you
prologue
can't
was
time
great.
out the streamer, Crimson.
Sorry, Crimson, you can't time me out. I can go and time out if you want and go over there.
He's the grand master of this channel.
I am the Grand
I'll
Master.
tell you right now, Aaron's dad is not the MVP at all. Not even
Oh,
close.
well, not the MVP, but I think he did more than Aaron.
God, that asshole.
All right, that was just a little joke. All right, is there
Yeah,
anything else that you guys want to like bring up before we move on to like questions and stuff? Anything at all? DJ, DP?
Not really. No. It's let's go against the questions if you want,
Let's
Chris.
get
you know?
into the questions. So we actually have a wonderful viewer amongst us. His name is Conan. Conan, I think you're here. You provided us with
Oh
eight,
my God!
eight
We're not doing
amazing questions.
we're not going to have time to go through all those questions. Okay.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm sure. So I actually took
If you don't,
pictures.
like,
but I think
we can
you
always continue.
also have it. You also have it pulled up, right, DP? You also have the questions pulled up.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I took some notes.
Cool. So I have the questions. I will read them in order that Conan typed them in. So here we go. And after we're done with these questions, we'll take some viewer questions as well, just to essentially make you guys also involved in the conversation too, because
Yeah, you guys do know we're not going to be here. This is not going to be a long. This is not going to be a 3 or 4 hour stream discussion.
You're right. It's gonna be a 5-hour stream. DJ,
No, it's not.
DJ doesn't know that yet. So let's.
No, it's
get
not
into
because some of us have to eat dinner here in a little while.
You can
So
eat one
Well,
more.
if exactly, yeah, it's up to
exactly.
you, Deej, because like you say, you're here. You said your thoughts. That's good.
no, I'm not done. I'm just saying. I'm just like I'm not. I can't. I mean, I got something planned later at 8 o'clock, so I'm not going to be here all night.
Yeah, that's fine, dude.
That's
Just streaming.
3.5 hours from now. Don't worry about it.
I'm not streaming tonight, anyways. But I got something else to do tonight.
DP, she doesn't know. She doesn't know DP.
Don't know
It's just-
what.
She doesn't know.
She's just going to eating pizza.
Question number
Ain't no
one.
Go on, Deej, go on.
What is the
Sorry.
nature of Zemuria with respect to time loops? What does Ouroboros and the Septian Church already know about this phenomenon? Does this explain the false sky or the fact that the continent is self-contained? It's a good starting question. Zemuria
It
with
is.
respect to time loops. I think that is it possible the whole world that Zemuria is based on also goes through the time loops, or maybe it's just like Zemuria itself? I would assume it's all of the world.
I'll tell you my theory in a minute after you've explained, Chris. Yeah, go on.
So basically, essentially, obviously the Septarians, as we know, are like the 7 most powerful things in Zemuria in general, and obviously, for what we know, the one that can basically rewind time is probably the most powerful one. Obviously, we have the one that Kia was based off of, where she could like alter like events in time, but that's like way different from like rewinding time. I think rewinding time is probably one of the most strongest ones in general. So like the time loops are just like insane. Ouroboros and the Septian Church, they already knew about that. I think they do, because I think it's very much hinted at throughout like the whole game that at least Ouroboros, I'm not sure if anyone in the church would know about it, it would probably be like Nina and like people
No,
in
Nina
her
would know,
position.
but Beauregard probably knows.
I don't
something.
think Beauregard knew. I don't think he knew personally.
I don't know.
He was very sussy with a lot of his dialogues, and I think he'll be like he'll be revealing some things in Horizons too. But personally, if anyone in the church is like people in like Nina and above, or like close to Nina, essentially.
Nina knows. I guarantee you, Nina knows. I have a feeling Beauregard knows more than he's letting on.
Ouroboros definitely knows too. I feel
that.
like this is another question for later. I feel like the Eternal Recurrence plan is based off of the reset of Zemuria, so that obviously Ouroboros knew about that. And then does this explain the false sky? Well, obviously, it's so weird that there has to be like a false sky in general, you know. But obviously the reason is so they can hide the chest, because the chest is above. So it's not essentially a false sky, because I feel like, I guess it is a false sky. I don't know what I'm saying. Because like if there wasn't a false sky, they would see the chest. Which is so weird that like he has to make a false sky instead of just like hiding himself. Very odd. What do you think about that, DP?
Oh, the false sky. So when you look at it, I've put my notes here. I've just said here. So my theory is, so the false sky is basically the visible edge of Zemuria's cage. So think of it. It's just like one big massive cage, and like you're saying, the Septuagint of Time is like the guardian for it. You know, that's what I think it is. It's just one giant cage.
Yeah,
so and I've
like,
also
like
put
a big
here.
bird
So.
cage or something.
Yeah, like I say that people think they're looking into the real sky, but they may just be looking into the system's outer wall, just like what Reen saw, what Crow saw, because they've seen a different dimension from Cold Steel 4. Remember that when he looks in the telescope, they saw something different to what everybody else saw.
So maybe,
you see,
because it's like in the question asked, like, does it only pertain to Zemuria? Maybe it actually does only pertain to Zemuria in the aspect of if it's just a cage around Zemuria, maybe the Septuagint of Time isn't as strong as we think. It can only affect a certain area and not like everything.
Yeah.
So maybe would
People
it
blind
mean
to it,
like
yeah.
the whole world is like still going on and on while Zemuria is being contained? Is this why Zemuria is maybe contained? Is that because of the Septuagint of Time?
True.
It's an interesting question. Do you have any thoughts on it, DJ?
What I say is this: Cold Steel 4, Rain and Crow at the very end of the show,
And Milliam. Don't forget about
ending
Milliam.
the Cold Steel 4, when they're like, Rain's like, we're gonna break through the atmosphere. Break through. What are we breaking through?
The
Breaking
atmosphere.
through an atmosphere.
the sky. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Breaking through the sky.
Trails in the sky.
Yeah, it's like everybody else sees just the sky, but obviously Reen and Crow saw something different because they've been into space technically in Cold Steel 4.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
Even
It's
if
like,
it was from like a different like thing, it's kind of insane. Oh, Sammy! Thank you for the raid.
Sure.
Crimson, can we get a shout out for Sammy, please? Welcome in, Raiders.
Sammy!
We are doing
Yo.
a Trails Beyond the Horizon discussion right now. So if any of you guys do not want to be spoiled on basically Trails, because we're talking about the latest one, feel free to jump out now or mute the stream. But just want to give you the warning. Hi, Sammy! How did Final Fantasy IX go? Thank you for giving that shout out, by the way, Crimson. I appreciate that.
Ooh, my all-time favorite game. Nice.
Guys, make sure to follow Sammy if you can. Sammy's a new streamer, currently doing amazing voice acting over on his channel with Final Fantasy IX. So highly recommend you give him a follow.
That game.
It is a great game.
Yeah.
I agree.
the whole thing with space. It's like you wouldn't say breaking through the atmosphere. That's got that. You know, Rain and Crow saw something different in the telescope than everybody else for a reason, because they've seen something else. They've been into space themselves.
Even if it was like a different time, like not a different time, but like a different parallel, like a different universe, I would say.
Well, yeah, because when you look at both endings of Cold Steel 4, the canon ending is where we destroy Ishmelga, but the other ending, which is the normal ending, isn't canon. You see, that could have actually happened though in another loop. You see, that's why.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Cold Steel 4, the normal ending happens, Reen goes to the top, and like they see Lagern, how do you say it? Lagerns?
Lincoln's chest, I think it's
the chest. They
it's
see
called,
the chest.
yeah.
They see the
it's called
giant
Time
chest
Boy.
in the air, essentially, right?
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah,
like,
Cube Boy, yeah.
and then it's like, oh, you see me. This is bad. We reset. And then like maybe all the events proceed to the same as it was before, and then it just makes a different choice or something. It's kind of crazy when you put it into. See, this is exactly why Horizons makes you have to think about every single Trails game over again.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane to me.
Yep. And this is why you play all Trails games, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat.
Even Nayuta.
Well, yeah, Nayuta's an that's interesting.
Even Nayuta, which apparently I have a feeling Nayuta is going to come and play in this somewhere. It's going to come into play because there's no way it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, because you look at things like Lost Heaven, the Floating World, artificial boundaries, like fairy-like guides. You know, they're all different. The same themes that we've seen in Trails. You know, the Trails games. You know, they're all in Nayuta. You know,
also,
like, so you could
you're also talking about going back to CS4.
You know,
when you have to fight the big, you know, during the McBurn fight in Cold Steel 4, they talk about the divergent law and all that craziness.
Noi is like, he's kind of like Mary a little bit because she's kind of like a fairy guide, isn't she, or something?
Jazz, you have to go. Jazz, please, you can't be spoiled. Jazz, you gotta go. I'm sorry,
Jasmine. No, Jazz, you can't be here.
Jazz came in with the rain. I'm sorry, Jazz.
Okay, everybody, be quiet. Nobody say a word.
Oh, I just revealed the
No, I'm sure Jazz muted. I'm sure Jazz muted. Oh, Sammy, thank you for the 7-stream streak. I appreciate that. Bye, Jazz. I'm waving because I'm sure you muted the stream so you wouldn't be spoiled. Bye.
Yeah, no worries. Enjoy Final Fantasy VIII.
and SC. Don't forget SC. Listen,
yeah, SC.
I think was it Jazz actually just beat Chapter 2 of SC. She beat those worms. The worms. Remember the worms when I played them? Oh god, that was so tough. Those freaking worms in SC, man, especially on Nightmare. Ooh-wee. Not fun.
Yeah, so it's so when you look at people like Noi and Nayuta, you could say it's the same situation with Van and Mare. They're kind of like similar themes, isn't they? You know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There you go.
But I think that's a good answer to that question. Shall we move on to the next one? Asked by Mr. Conan. All right, question 2. What is the sin value that the Septarian of Time is measuring? Why does the green reset go back to S0 where the Great Collapse occurs? Good question. That's giving us the big question.
Good question. I want you to answer.
Why does the grand reset go back to 0? Yeah. Well, that's why it's called the Great Collapse, isn't it? You know, it resets everything to 0, and then whatever's retained from that, you know, it just happens again. But obviously, different outcomes will happen based on the situation.
Do you think
so
from like the beginning of the loops that it was always called the Great Collapse, or maybe because of the more loops, the more artifacts, the more like the way Earth, the Ziberia was destroyed, they started calling it that, thinking something crazy must have happened in the past, when in general it was just the loops maybe messing up the way the world is.
Yeah, maybe. I've got a note here saying the theory is that S0 could be the point where the old world was removed, corrected, or locked away. You know, so it kind of retains memories of the previous loop and probably puts them back into the new one. Like you say, like the whole thing with Reset, maybe the thing with all the statues that we saw and all what Kevin saw of Amelia. You know, obviously that was in 1199, wasn't it? But obviously we know in the other time that the current one that happened in 1209. See, so yeah, it's like that particular artifact or monument was adopted from a previous timeline. Yeah.
Yes. And we basically talked about the Sid value a little earlier. Essentially, either the creatures on Earth kind of fuck up around, pardon my language, or they like essentially, oh, you saw me in space, sorry, you messed up, reset. If we take out that latter option and we focus on the former, it basically just depends on how like horrible humanity is as a whole. You know how much like bad stuff they do.
True. So I think also. Yeah, go ahead, which one?
Basically, because of all the events from FC to Horizons, a lot of crazy stuff happened. With Ouroboros, the DG cults, the freaking, the Divine Night Wars and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then, like, obviously, Daybreak happened with Dante's and Almada, his crew, and all stuff like that. Mil Mirage is a good thing, Crimson. That's not a bad thing. That's humanity working together to prevent bad things. But I'm talking about like the divine, the curse and all that stuff. The Civil War, that's the point. Like all that shit that happened probably escalated a lot to get to the point of it having to happen in 1209, right? No, 1203. No, 1209. What am I
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
1209.
Yeah, that all the stuff that happens throughout the entire series so far, that would rack up the sin value. And who knows, half of that stuff may not even happened in the other loops. That's why maybe the world ended in 1256 or whatever year. I mean, different loops, the world ends in different years. Just in this loop that we saw, it happened in 1209. You know, but the thing that gets me is though, like, so how does Epstein know it ends in 1209 in this loop? You know, did he predict it? Did he see the future? Did he know about the loops? Did he know? Yeah. Why did he know? How did he know the world was going to specifically end in this loop in 1209? You know, in his journal. No. It's
No likes in the chat. Oh no.
He has us muted. Yeah, I'm gonna post his emote at him.
I hope he does.
The sky isn't real. Well, he knows the sky isn't real, so he's getting there. He's as far as he made it to like Anchorville for like the first time, so he's like halfway through the game, I would say. I think he's on Act 3
yes.
now.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so like I said, the sin value is based on the bad things that happen. You know, all the things that our boss have done, all the things that have happened, the plans, and like I said, those half of those events might not even happen in the other loops. That's why it took longer for the world to end in those other loops.
Crimson, can you give No Like a shout out, please? Thank you. But yeah, I agree with that, DP. I agree with that 100%. It's just kind of crazy when you think about like what is the sin value estimating. If I were to like rob a bank, would that like make it go +1? Is there a way to make the sin value go down? If I were to like prevent a robbery, would that like
maybe? Yeah, it could be
it?
because like you said, yeah, because Lungwin's chest, like so the set tune of time, that's the main observer. Yeah, they know everything that happens in that timeline, everything. So it must keep a counter. Yeah.
It makes you think like, is there like if I would like help people, will that make the sin value decrease? That'd be really
I don't
fun.
know.
That'd
It
be
could
really
be.
funny.
I mean,
Really
look.
funny. Probably
I mean,
not.
look at all the shit. I mean, look at all the shit that happens in Daybreak 2. I mean, that would have skyrocketed the bloody sin value, considering what Harwood did and a few other guys, and consider, that was messed up.
Me blaming Shizuna because of that one time she wanted to experience the Genesis helped the sin value go up, and it's all her fault that Horizons happened. Thank you, Shizuna.
Yeah, the whole thing with
quit waving! Stop waving right now!
The Crimson Grendel, the Crimson Grendel, the Red Grendel, was humanity's original sin. So
the what was it? The Crimson Sin is the original sin essentially.
The original sin.
In that aspect,
Crimson Sin.
In that aspect, it's kind of crazy that even happened to begin with. So there's like maybe the Crimson Grendel.
It would. Oh, it would.
So that means the Genesis are definitely connected to the chess. I think so. So does that mean how did Epstein make those? Maybe Epstein didn't actually make those, but he found them and he claimed them to be his.
Well, yeah. The technology itself is kind of like a sin itself because the time manipulation devices, aren't they?
Time should never be manipulated, no matter what.
Exactly. Well, yeah, true. But obviously, these devices can do all kinds of things. They'll manipulate time, rewind time. They can do other things as well. They can replicate people. They can bring people back to life. I mean, look what the Sound Genesis did. It took Dingo's soul and put it into that Red Grendel. When he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Crimson, if Hamo being destroyed did not add to the sin value, then I don't know what could be added to increase the sin value.
Oh, trust me, yeah, that would have been a big one.
That would probably be like plus 50 points. I would say
that's genocide. That's technically genocide. I mean, he wiped out an entire village.
Yeah.
Trails series, but I decide what events add how much to the sin value of every game. Oh yeah, so the part where this one guy robs the lead, that's plus 2 points. Yep, 100%. But this part right here, this part's plus 20 points to the sin value.
Exactly. That's what's interesting. What you brought up, Chris. How does it measure the sin value? Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. I wonder if that's something they'll go into in Horizons 2. You think they?
Yeah.
Hopefully
like I said.
Be.
True. And like I said,
the sin value is okay. So we're going to talk about that. I mean, talking to NPCs doesn't help the sin value either.
What? What are you saying? What the hell are you saying? What is talking to... I think talking to NPCs
What?
is actually a good thing that will not increase the sin value. Because it's being kind,
that does increase
it's being
though.
kind to the people in your city, listening to their woes, learning about them, helping them. I think that's a good thing. I think that makes the sin value go down. I think that makes it go down.
You see, the cat quest and I lost my wallet quest are good after all.
Listen. If we just do a million though, and for every big event, we just need to find like 1 million wallets and 1 million cats, and then we'll be back.
There you go. GG.
We'll like balance out the sin value with like the good value.
Yeah. You never know. It could be a counter scale because, like I say, it would take a long time for those sins to like kind of develop. Because obviously, in the early time of Zemuria, obviously civilization wouldn't be as advanced until they developed much later on, maybe 1,000 years, 1,500 years, whatever, or 1,200, whatever. Yeah.
I personally, to speak seriously, I don't think there's like a good value. I think it's just a sin value or something. And the chest is just like an evil Septarian, obviously. Obviously, Horizons 2, the chest is going to be like the main villain. Obviously, the vestiges are going to be there to probably be bad or something. But I think the final boss is going to be like the Septarian. But there's no good value. It's just the chest being like, you did something bad, sin value go up. Something like that.
That's another thing I question as well about the Great Collapse and when it resets to 0. I mean, what does Zemuria look like at 0? Is it a set point of the world? Because I believe that world that exists now in Zemuria is something that the Grand Master brought from another world. Like I say, it could be part of Nayuta's world maybe, because you've seen the similarities between the worlds, haven't you? They're completely different worlds, aren't they? But they have similarities in their own right, don't they? So I think maybe. It could be another world that exists.
In Zemuria, like the places in Nayuta, they might happen in the same world. Personally,
yeah, could be. No,
you never know, really.
Yeah. Kondo only knows. He was going in that bloody mind of it.
Believe in Kondo's lies. Believe in them.
This could read Kondo's mind.
All right, we can probably move on to the next question. That sound good?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, question number 3, asked by Mr. Our friend, whose name I'm just completely blanking on. I'm such a bad person.
Conan.
Conan! Yes, I was going to say Kondo because we said Kondo, that's why.
Kondo.
It's very similar.
Yo.
Conan, are you Kondo? Are you Kondo? Conan, you wouldn't be... Is this a paid question? Are these paid questions? Okay, anyway, I'll stop. Question 3. What is the true goal of Ouroboros? What exactly is the Eternal Recurrence plan? Who is the Grand Master? Adios? Is Campanella human? So I can answer one of those questions easily. The Grand Master is Kureha from Nayuta. Easy. Next question, please.
yeah, okay, bro. All right.
Campanella, there is no way. Okay, Campanella is not... I don't think Campanella is an actual human.
Campanella being human is a question.
No, I think he comes from the same world as McBurn because him and McBurn are only two people that can conjure magic without arts, without an arcus, without a device or anything. So they're kind of demonic in some way. No, and who knows?
Campanella is definitely not. Because the thing is, he hasn't aged any.
Yeah. So hasn't McBurn. No.
Do you think he might be the same as like Milliam and Altina in a sense? Then
he could be. He could be a homunculi.
No, I don't think he is. He's something different. Yeah.
Well, joking, that makes sense. She does look like a child version of the Grandmaster. Oh, I'm not joking. I'm actually dead serious about that, Moss. I do think Kreha is actually the Grandmaster. Like 1,000,000,000%.
That's interesting. That's the child version of the Grandmaster.
Just like how Nayuta is McBurn. I think we got...
See, it's interesting.
We saw the Grandmaster at the end of the Grim Garden.
It's interesting though. Moss said that because I read a theory about how the Grandmaster and Campanella could actually be the same person. Which is crazy. It's on that site I talked to you about earlier.
What we never saw. Which is the one we haven't seen? Is it like Enforcer number 3 or is it the Anguis number 1?
No, Enforcer number 1.
Oh no, isn't that? Oh, is that the
Anguis? Where's the Anguis number 1?
Is it McBurn number 1?
Oh, Anguis. No, it's Enforcer number 1. Nielsen, I think, is Anguis 1.
I'm getting my terms confused.
Oh, Nielsen. Oh, yeah. Blind Nielsen is definitely an Anguis.
Nielsen is definitely an Anguis. Did we know number 3 is? Number 3 Enforcer?
Yeah, Enforcer. 3 Enforcer.
In the Golden Butterfly and Enforcer?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3. I think. I think it's. It's Letty.
think
Yeah, I
it's
think Letty's
Letty?
number 3.
I'm gonna pull up a quick list of them. Because isn't it like the higher you're up, like the more you... Because like obviously McBurn, Campanella, they're like... Their powers are like different and they're probably more connected. Because obviously Campanella always says like he's like the observer of the Grandmaster. And McBurn's like otherworldly and stuff. And I know Leve is number 2. Did they ever replace number 2?
Yeah, that's it. But what Crimson said there, is the Grandmaster a woman? Yes, she is, I think. But Campy, I mean... I don't think I don't think he's a bloke either. You know, he could be a girl for all we know. You just don't know it.
Well, if you guys remember in Cold Steel 4, when you're on the ship, the Panda Girl, and you're doing the fights with the boys and the girls, if you notice Campanella is with the girl group, and he makes some kind of comment about that.
Exactly. There you go. So it's a strange coincidence, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean. It's kind of, because otherwise he would have been on the boys' side, but he's with the girls on the girls' side. So, and he makes some kind of comment. I don't know what he says. I don't remember, but he makes a comment about that. So, just saying.
He's both.
We know who voices the
Grandmaster. He could be both.
Just because
He's
we
trans.
know who voices the Grandmaster doesn't really mean anything, Crimson. So in Nayuta, it's actually Altina's voice actor that voices, Kreha, but obviously that could change. No. So I don't really think you can pinpoint the voice actor to being the same person, because that can just change. I think that's a little too meta. But let's see. So what exactly do you think the Eternal Recurrence plan is then? Because now it's about to begin. Because the end of Horizons, Capital like, this is the beginning of the Eternal Recurrence plan.
Yeah, apparently it's the beginning of the Eternal Recurrence plan, but according to Harwood, he says there's other parts to it that even they don't know what it is.
Oh, true. Well, listen to the title of it. Eternal Recurrence Plan. It is exactly what it sounds like. It means that Zemuria keeps repeating through a reset. That's what it means. So Eternal Reoccurrence Plan.
So do you think maybe it's not like an actual plan to like make Zemuria repeat, and maybe it's going to be a plan to help stop the loops and stuff, and maybe Ouroboros
it might be
alongside Van?
It seems to me like whatever the Grandmaster's planning here, she's trying to look for the perfect loop where a plan aligns perfectly. Because in every loop, something fails, doesn't it? So she's probably looking for something like maybe it could be in the 20,000th loop. Who knows? It could be this loop that's happening now because we're in the 20,000th loop now, aren't we? You see, so she's looking for a loop where a plan works flawlessly.
And it's
because maybe her...
Van's going to be the key.
Because in the loop again, who knows? The Gospel plan could happen again. The Phantasma Blaze plan could happen again. Then off to the Eternal Recurrence plan again. You see, it all repeats until she finds that loop where everything aligns perfectly and she fulfills a plan. Yeah.
Well, cause I think this is kind of going a bit off topic, but I think that because of Anius interfering with the chest, we're not going to go back in time, but fully back in time. But we might go to the beginning of like Daybreak 1, or maybe the beginning of Horizons, or something like that. This is like a big thought process because we don't know where Horizons 2 is going to start.
Exactly.
But I think it's either Daybreak 1 or Horizons.
Yeah. And again, I think this is something that the Grandmaster foresaw as well, and I think this is what she was waiting for as well. This could be it, the time where it all comes together.
This is plans. So I think maybe Ouroboros will actually be on our side, and we'll be mostly fighting against like the vestiges and like Hamilton and like the nanomachine guys, the executors and stuff like that. Maybe some other villains and stuff, crap like that. That's what I think.
And
Kincaid, obviously, Kincaid probably be
exactly.
But wouldn't it be really cool if like there was a big fight? I'm sorry to get off topic, DP. There was like a big fight with like Van and Renee, and then like they go bam, 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 and then they're like, okay, we have to put our differences aside to fight the chess. And it's like an epic battle with like Van and Renee against just the chess. It's just you two. Wouldn't that be so cool? I don't know. The thought just popped into my head. Just like they have like a Grendel combo attack against the chess. Oh, it'd be so cool. Okay, I'm sorry. Go on with your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, it seems like the Grandmaster she's deliberately wanting to look at all these loops, and she's looking for the one where a plan happens, and that one where the plan succeeds is the one where we break the loop, where we actually destroy the Septune of Time, and then obviously that Grand Reset It's broken. It never happened.
So
you
do
see,
you
so
think
probably
the
this time.
reason why she has all those other two, like the other two plans, was it what's the first one? I know the Eternal Blaze is the second one. What's the first one?
Gospel plan.
The
in Sky.
gospel plan. Do you think that they do those plans to bait out the loop to make it so they can find the way to do it, like the way to stop the loops?
Because those plans raised the sin counter. Because like Weissman, he resurrected the Ariel. You know, that's a sin. He's got that from another dimension. He's he resurrected multiple. You know, then obviously the Phantasma Blaze plan. You know, we resurrected. You know, a demon lord, another demon lord in Ishmelga. You know, you've seen all the stuff that happened there. We cause wars. We cause all kinds of. You know, look at the Grand Twilight. You know, that's a sin counter. They were trying to raise hell on Earth. You know, so they could destroy it. You know, and that's it. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's it. They were trying to. Yeah,
it's when you think about it though. It kind of makes you think, like what's the purpose? So that's why I personally think maybe Ouroboros won't be the villains, because I mean at the end of the game they introduced like so many vestiges, like those three on Kevin's side, and then Olympia and Ariok on like Reen's side. Obviously we have Melchior, we have Lagan Khan, freaking Giacomo, who no one gives a crap about, and then obviously like maybe Future Fairy, whoever that is. So we'll probably get more, like you said, like maybe Dante's will come back. Maybe they'll have like other characters from like Louvet, maybe Dingo again, because you know Trails just loves to do that.
Because
things like that.
as you said,
things back.
That's what I'm saying. Ouroboros aren't technically villains for that reason. They're kind of like observers. You know, they're seeing what's going to happen in the world. They have their plans, and they're going to see what happens when they execute those plans. Then obviously they have to do maybe horrible things for those plans to execute. But obviously it all leads up to that one final plan, you know, for the Grand Master, whatever that is, we don't know yet. But at the moment, the Grand Master's trying to break that loop, you know, that time loop, you know, that we keep seeing. And I think in the second chapter now, it's going to happen. I think we're going to destroy, you know, the Septuagint of Time, because we're going to go back in time again. Van's going to probably do something, maybe recruit Archive Solutions members again, do something, you know. But this time, though, we actually succeed. We destroy the Septuagint of Time, you know. But how, we don't know yet.
We bust
something must happen.
That chest.
Yeah, because we see it's potentially, it could happen, because Amelia did actually get to it, but it wasn't enough, though, you know. So we must do something to destroy it the next time.
Well,
around,
maybe they'll find a way to bring like Reen and Crow's like machines into space. It'll be like a crazy like three-way battle with those or something. But then we have to find a way to like bring the others into space. So like who knows how they're gonna do that? They have to bring like a big cargo ship with like everyone inside of it. It'd be dangerous. I think if they're gonna do if it's gonna be the chest that's the final boss, obviously the final dungeon will be the chest. That chest is huge. There has to be a dungeon in there. You know, that's how Trails games are usually. Or just JRPGs in general. That chest is going to be the final dungeon for sure.
It looks like a giant bog cube from Star Trek.
DJ, do you have any thoughts about this question?
No.
No?
It's a bit law heavy, this one. I know but as I said, the Eternal Occurrence plan is what it says. You know, loop multiple times until you break it. That's what the goal is. To be fair, you know.
DJ, who do you think the Grandmaster is? Do you think it's Kreha or do you think it's someone else?
I don't know if it's Kreha or not. I mean, it could be somebody we don't. It could be somebody else. It could be God knows who it could be. I mean,
it could be Dorothy.
For me,
it could be you know.
For me, the Grandmaster might be Eidos because of what she can do, what she can observe, because she knows everything that happens in the world, the loops, everything. So she must have some kind of like goddess kind of power or something.
God, they better not pull the freaking actually the goddess is evil. I hate when they pull that in video games. They do that a lot. And I'm kind of sick of that trope. I love Eidos. They can't do that to me. I will pray to Eidos every single day of my life. But if they make her out to be actually the bad one, like I actually give up on humans. You guys are too evil. I'll be like, nah, we're done with Trails. Sorry, moving on.
I mean, if you look at the Septarian, if you look in the Septarian church in some of the windows, you can see Eidos in the window, and it looks like the Grandmaster. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm stretching.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think we'll end the question there because that's a good thought. Maybe the Grandmaster is Eidos. Ooh. Maybe Kreha is Eidos.
Ugh.
Alright, well,
Chat, everybody take a break and stretch.
stretch? Don't redeem stretch for me, so I can't do it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Well, whenever you want to break, Chris, just let us know. No.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yeah, then we can take it.
You want to take a
Take
quick
a break
break?
after that if you want.
Did you want to take a quick break?
No, we can take a break after the next question if you want. Yeah.
I'm
okay.
I go as long as you guys want. I don't even care. We can
Okay,
go for 10 hours if you want. I don't even.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
hell no.
just thinking, I'm here, so it's like it's.
I do have to use the bathroom though, but we can do one more question and then we can take a small
Yeah, then we
break.
can have a break. Yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right, gamers, you heard that. One more question, then we're gonna take a small break. So here we go. Question number 4, and we actually kind of went into this question a little bit earlier, so this is perfect.
What is it?
How does Van
Which one?
Arc Rides? Also, you spelled you spelled Arc Red wrong in this, Conan. I'm sorry to be the grammar guy, but you spelled it
God,
Arcide.
dude, just read the question.
How does Van
Arc
Arc
Ride.
Ride's diabolic core come into play? Do time loops have implications on the number of devils? 72 turns into 77.
Yeah, that's a good question.
What do you think about that, DP? What do you think about that?
Yes. So I've put here as my theory for that question. I put Van is one of the clearest examples of the reset going wrong. If the 5 new demon lords appeared after a reset, then Van's problem is not just personal. He's tied to something much bigger. He may be living proof that the resets damaged the boundary between Zemuria, Gehenna, and the beyond. Yeah.
Because
he is a
man
deep-
still alive.
Yeah, all right, that'll work. Yeah, that's totally over my head.
The thing with this is, yeah, Van was supposed to disappear, basically, but obviously because
Right.
Arcbright Solutions was like, nah, you can't do that crap on us, you coming back. But obviously, maybe the fact that he was supposed to disappear was the
So it's sin.
was the
It's sin.
sin.
Yeah, it could be.
But
Yeah, Van's not.
also
Yeah.
could be the key to prevent breaking the time loop in Horizon 2. Right?
Should be, yeah, exactly. And it all comes into play, like we said before. Like, say, why are the 77 devils now, not 72, which Kevin mentioned, you know, it's just, yeah.
So we obviously
I don't
know
know that whole deal. I mean, he that core, and then he chucks it out, then he like throws it out into the beyond. I'm just like,
Yeah. Then we heard that, I think, was it Howard who said he recovered it? I think he said he recovered it, didn't he, Howard? The blue-black core.
Yeah, he got it. Apparently he has it because during Horizon they did the fake pandemonium crap again. So.
Yeah, so it's like you went into that dimension somewhere where we fought, like you say, Van, his Demon Lord form, and you acquired it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a little off topic, but I think Van and what is it? Diaspora? Is that his name? Vagrant Diaspora? Isn't that the one inside of Van?
Vagrant's Diaspora, whatever it's called. Yeah.
I think they're gonna
Diaspora or
become best
something like
friends.
that.
They're gonna become best friends.
Oh, God.
And they're gonna, well, not like obviously best friends, but they're gonna probably come to an understanding, and like maybe Van will get like a powered up Grendel form that'll go against like, Renee's or something.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned that, Chris, because he did say at end of Daybreak 1 that he will come back to get Van, you see. So I wonder if Van will, and if his Demon Lord form will come back, you know, again. Because we've not heard anything about that demon since.
No, we haven't.
So,
But obviously
and he
Horizon
says he
2
would
is gonna
come
be the
back,
one.
yeah.
I think Horizon 2 will definitely be. There'll be like a big fight. Like maybe
he'll come
it'll be
back,
like at the beginning or like the middle of the game, like intermission or something. And it's just like the Demon Lord is gonna try to do something to Van, and Van's gonna have to like fight him
Right.
1-on-1 or something.
Exactly, yeah.
And he'll like
Has
tame
to
the
do
power
before-
and take it. It's kind of like, and Crimson will like this. It's kind of like Naruto. It's kind of like Naruto because you have to fight Kurama, and then you get its power and stuff. It's kind of like that.
True.
Will they
And he would
become
probably use
friends?
Demon
Probably
Lord.
not, because he's a fucking demon and stuff like that. But
Exactly.
like, it's insane.
Yeah.
When you think about the implications of what that can be, right?
True. Yeah, and maybe Van might seek support from his Demon Lord form as well. Because think about it this way: if the world did reset to where people say it's going to reset before he just met Agnes, yeah, that would require him to go through an entire year of recruiting Arcade Solutions members again. You know, and I don't think we can fit that into one game. So does he time hop? What does he do if he does get to that point? That's why I say wherever it resets, I think it's much later than that. Could be before the launch in Horizon 1, maybe. I don't think it's that far back. No, it just seems too far back for me. Because he'd have to go through an entire year. Think about it. Because there's a year before he meets Agnes. Between the time of the launch, it's like a year, just over a year, isn't it? A year or so. Yeah. So that's going to be huge for one game.
I just realized something that maybe it could potentially be, and we didn't cover this on our last discussion stream. What if instead it jumps to the next loop, but with Van having all his memories, and like everything's all different?
Probably, yeah.
But like everything's still like all different, Do you think that's also a possibility?
Maybe because when he reaches out, when he says Agnes, and he says that, probably he may retain all his memories. Because he reaches out for something, doesn't he?
I think that's because of the Demon Lord inside of him. Yeah. I think the Demon Lord will be the reason why he retains his memories. Because
he reaches out for something, but you don't see what it is. But when he reaches out, it's Agnes, and then that's it. You don't see what he's reaching out for.
He's reaching for Agnes.
Well, no, but not exactly her, but But he must be trying to cling on to something.
Because he was like running towards towards Treon Tower, where Agnes was.
Yeah, maybe, but we'll see. We'll have to see what happens,
That's like the beginning of Horizons 2 is so important. I don't even know how they're going to start it. Watch us all be wrong.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like something just like completely.
It will be.
It will probably
because at this point the world has just disappeared around him. At this point.
Believe in Kondo's lies. Wait, do you think the time loops have implications on the number of devils? Do you think that might be it? Do you think maybe there's a possibility we could have gone through a time loop already between the games? Do you think that's possible? Like before, like from FC to Horizons, like before the beginning of Horizons, do you think we could have gone through a time loop already?
Maybe, and exactly. And you think about it this way, because those loops are tied specifically to Zemiria and that kind of part of the one Zemiria, yeah. So how will time work in the Beyond? You see, there's probably no loops there. It might just be a normal, constant timeline. You see, because this only seems to be affecting Zemiria, specifically the loops. You see, so the extra devils might not have no link, to the loops. They might just come to Zemiria anywhere, and they keep observing these loops. Because remember, because we see these loops are kind of like they're like a cage, like a what would you call it? Like an enclosure, like a cage of the world, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. And the universe outside of it is just a much grander, environment. So that's where the Beyond is, where McBurn's from. There could be different worlds beyond that, And like I said, all those timelines are just specific to that world there. So time must be different in the Beyond or somewhere else. That's how the Grandmaster can observe everything. She's observing these loops from beyond that in the horizon or whatever. Because remember, the Eidos is the person who created the Septurion. Remember, so she must have created the Septurion of Time. So yeah, so it's like the Grandmaster. They're observing everything that's happening in the world as a mirror in a loop. Yeah.
So in a sense, Eidos was what created the sin value that makes the time loops go, make the time loops happen.
Well, Eidos did because she created the Septurion of Time, didn't she? So yeah, and then obviously, yeah. That's what I think.
Maybe the Septurion of Time is going a little haywire, and that's why he's been acting up or something. Maybe the Septurion of Time essentially saw so much sin, like on the very first loop, the original timeline. It saw so much so much of it that essentially. It started doing these things to begin with, to keep resetting humans and keep giving them a chance.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you said that, Chris, because I remember talking to someone. It might actually been my old friend Ken. Actually, we're talking about it, and he said something about how the Septurion were kind of like she created them Eidos, so they were doing their own thing. They were kind of disobeying Eidos or something. They were kind of doing their own thing. So it's like what you're saying about the Septurion of Time doing its own thing, like setting a second counter, causing the grand reset and everything. So it's like Eidos created these, Septurion, but she lost control of them.
It's very possible. Because sometimes it's like a common trope in anime or video games, oh, I've watched humanity as a whole. Yeah. You guys suck. I will demolish you from existence. But obviously, maybe the Septurion Time can't do that, so that's why he keeps resetting. Because he's tired of humanity's crap.
Exactly, and then that comes back to the whole idea of the Grandmaster being linked to Eidos, because could be these plans are based on, you know, her claiming the Septurion back because she wants to destroy the Septurion of Time because it's gone out of control. It's gone haywire. You know, see?
So
Yeah,
that's
she
why
wants
you
to
think
break that
the
loop.
Grandmaster is Adios.
On
Listen,
the basis of that, yeah.
Yeah, I could understand that, but then, like, do you really think the Grandmaster would accept someone like... Do you think someone like Adios would accept someone like Weitzman into their organization? That guy was pure evil. That guy
Yeah, but
was...
it's a goddess, though. Like I said, they do their own things on their own free will. Like she just creates them. It's like what religious people say about God. God creates people, but it's the people who actually commit the crimes and make their own decisions and shit. You know, so it's kind of like that kind of divine shit. You know, yeah. That's what I think. Anyway.
I feel like we didn't really answer Conan's questions, but we just kind of like still yapped a bit. But I'm happy.
Yeah, we kind of segued a bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, but the
sorry,
diabolical...
Conan.
He asked a lot of questions, and I was like, that's a lot of questions.
But the question originally was, how was Arcadi's diabolical come into play? You kind of segued off, didn't we?
Well, I think it'll come into play into the next Horizons game by having Van
it's
retain
definitely
his
gonna.
memories. That's what I think.
That's gonna come into play probably in the next game somehow, some way. Don't know what way.
Exactly. But yeah, I think it's a lot of the things that's happening with the Grandmaster and Adios. I think it's kind of beyond what we're seeing. I think it's probably spiritual. It could be biblical. It could
beyond the horizon.
Yeah. Because you know, like I said, because all the shit, like I said, is not only got the attention of Ouroboros, it's got the attention of the Septurion Church as well. So this is, you know, big shit.
It's there's just a lot to think about. There's a lot to think about. So should we take that break now?
Yeah, sure. Because my restaurant, I need to get drinks. So yeah.
All right. Well, I guess all right, chat. We're gonna be taking a quick, probably like just like a 5-minute break or something. I gotta use the bathroom. Gotta get up and do some stretches.
Okay, go and bleed the weasel then.
Bleed the weasel. You betcha. I'm gonna bleed the weasel for sure. I'm probably gonna keep it on this screen so you guys can be entertained by my gifs and my pictures in the background, which I'm not sure if you guys saw the special surprise on my pictures, but there it is right now.
And Dij can talk to you about the fascinating world of trails fishing.
That's right. So DJ, while me and DP are gone, we can talk about
yo.
So yeah, DJ, just entertain the chat while we're gone. Thank you, appreciate you. All right, bye.
Sure, I'll entertain the chat. Yes, chat.
Right.
We're going to be entertained.
All right, guys. See you in a sec. Right.
Yes, I'll entertain the chat while the So yeah, sure. How we doing, chat? How's the weekend going for everybody in the chat? Am I watching the show tonight? Yes, I'm watching the show tonight. Yes, that's why I'm not streaming tonight. Do I think Penta is going to win? I would like to see Penta win, but I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Yes, I'm watching wrestling later tonight, for those in the chat who are curious. But anyway, but yeah. Way too many questions in Trails games. I know, and not enough answers. That's the way Trails games are. They make you think. What's the most anticipated match on the show? Becky Lynch and Sol Ruka. But yeah, chat. Lots of questions. I mean, nobody, you know, the next Trails game is going to be crazy. So. Do you think we see the SSS in Horizon? Question. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think we'll see Lloyd and the crew in Horizon? In the next Horizon game? I mean, it'd be cool. Any bets Horizon 2 comes out? I hope it comes out in 2027.
Hopefully you've been good while I've been gone.
No, chat's been bad.
I can see Crimson was already started talking about wrestling. Very on point for Crimson.
Yeah. Well, there's a wrestling show in a couple hours, so I mean,
Ah, wrestling. I do think Horizons will come out in 2027. Horizons 2. 100%.
Yeah, but do you think the SSS will be in Horizon 2?
Do you want me to give you my actual answer or my coping answer?
Well, obviously you want him to be there. The question
I
is,
at least want like Lloyd. Please, for the love, please give me Lloyd. But I genuinely don't think Lloyd will be there. No.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this. I don't know. I mean, you never know what they're going. Who knows?
I think we should get Gaius, Millium.
Gaius definitely needs to be in the next Horizon game. His name was dropped too many times in Horizon for him not to be in the next game.
Millium as well. We also need Reese. Or Rise. We need Rise.
Reese.
Isn't it Rise? Are you sure?
No, it's Reese.
I think it's Rise. Wazi? I don't think Wazi's gonna be there, sadly.
I don't know. Never know.
But if it'll make you feel better, Crimson, I can post an emote of a pregnant Wazi.
Oh, God.
There you go, buddy. That's for you.
Oh, God.
Thomas? I mean, more church members would be great, but I don't know if we will get them. Basically, I guess you have Millium, Gaius. I want playable Toa and Lapis. Is that so much to ask for? Like, make them playable. They should have been playable on Horizon.
You're not going to get playable Toa. You might get playable Lapis, but I don't think you're going to get playable Toa.
You pinned it? Don't pin that. Crimson,
I don't think you get playable Toa.
Crimson, no. Bad. I had the pin message be the DJ and DP's Twitch things. Now I have to do that again.
No, seriously, I don't think you're going to get a playable Toa in the next game. I think you'll get playable Lapis possibly, but I don't think you'll get playable Toa.
If we get playable Lapis, we have to get playable Toa.
Indeed. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. What's the next question?
Hold on, I have to redo the pin message because Crimson made pinned Wazi pregnant as the thing.
God.
Crimson was just being a little silly.
This one has better acceleration at least.
Oh. I don't know if you guys heard that. There we go.
Okay, come on, Chris. Was ist die nächste Frage? Come on, what's the next question?
Alright, so you're back, you got your water? No, we were actually, a little bit of a sub-question, but I think we talked about this last time, but who would you want to be playable in Horizons 2, like new characters?
Talking to me, yeah?
Yes I am. Who would you want to be playable in Horizons 2?
Laura!
Oh,
yeah, Lapis. Lapis would be one of them, definitely.
And Toa.
Yeah. Perhaps Toa, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. They don't really use that much, but Lapis, yeah.
Millium,
Yunkafai, maybe.
Oh, Yunkafai would be great.
Yeah.
Millium, Gaius, Rise, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Gaius, anyone? I agree. They have to make Gaius. Gaius has to come back. I kind of wish Millium had come with Reen and Altina. It would have been funny watching Millium try to bully Altina into going full Taurus and also get a reaction to what she would have seen through the telescope.
Trust me.
We're definitely getting Horizons 2, I think.
Yeah. Trust me. Gaius will come back.
I think who would be really cool to be in Horizons 2. This is a bit of a reach, but you think about it, it makes sense. Are you ready? You ready? Alan Richard.
Oh, Dickie boy.
And Anna
nice.
Lace.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be nice. That's really cool.
And if you guys know who George Peter is, we actually, I remember during my Horizon stream, he actually came in one time, we were yapping about it. He had some pretty good ideas about what could be possibly happening with the future. And he made me think that it's very possible that we might be seeing more Divine Blade wielders and just basically people in general who use Yunkafai
the Arios?
No. Maybe. I think Arios could be there.
We caught KisekiChris pugging again.
We caught on KisekiChris Pocket again. You got it right, Crimson. Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
We need Rise to show up in Horizon 2 and berate Kevin for leaving her behind. Oh, 100%.
Oh, she has to appear, yeah, because I mean, it was a bit weird not seeing her with Kevin in Horizon. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like it would be really cool if all those characters were to appear. But anyway, let's move on to the next question. We're at question 5 of the 8 questions Conan asked, and after this, we will take questions from the chat. So
I don't have time to answer all these questions.
Oh, we're gonna make the time right now. Here we go, everybody. Question
Gonna
number
make the
5.
time, boy.
What is the relationship between Mare and the Septarian of Time? Did Mare temporarily possess Yume in the ending scene? What about the numerous times Mare is censored with gibberish working? I can't answer this question.
Sorry?
Okay, did Mare possess Yume at the end of Horizon?
That one I can't answer. I think she did too, yes.
Yeah.
Because her eyes glowed. But why? What was the purpose?
I don't know.
Do you want me to read my theory that I put in my notes?
You can read whatever your heart desires.
All right, while you're doing that, I want to go fix me some food, so.
Yeah, no, so I said the theory is that Mary is basically a user interface of the time system. She's not Lundgren's chest itself, but something that's connected to it. So like I said this before, I think something about how she's connected to, the Septarian of Time somehow. This would explain why she knows too much and why she can help the Grendel. Because when Van goes into his Grendel form, you notice time freezes, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we see a similar phenomenon at the end of Daybreak 1, in Pandemonium. Remember that? Yeah, and it's interesting because the people who were frozen are the people that he didn't know or he didn't interact with, but the people that he does know and he's very close to aren't frozen, aren't they now? You see? You remember that? So it's like, that's why I think Mare has something to do with that, I think.
So
she calls that as something. Yeah.
Okay, I have an idea now. Just because of you saying that, I just had a crazy idea, and this might be how they do it for the beginning of Horizons 2. Because because Mare might have possessed Yume, she was directly there for when Agnes was like doing her big thing, her big sacrifice. So maybe because of that, they're gonna try to do the same thing where now, instead of just Van, it's just gonna be Van and everyone he knows. Like maybe super close people will retain everything that happened, and that way, that just skips all the thing with recruiting everybody. So that would be I kind of want to recruit everybody again, personally. I think that'd be cool, but it would make more sense to do it this way. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? Do you think maybe that's the reason why Yume might have possessed Yume?
Could potentially be, Chris. It's all open. And like I said before, with the redacted text as well, I think the reason why is getting redacted when that mumbling happens is because she's revealing something big. I think it's like the Septarian of Time is censoring her or something.
Well, we talked about it last time, but you don't really remember what you said. I kind of remember a little bit. I don't want to. I won't say anything because DJ might pop in at any time. But you guys can look at it yourself if you YouTube it. Same with who the vestiges at the end of Kevin's route. And Route 3. You can, if you YouTube you can see.
I think you actually sent me that video. I think I remember watching it.
I think I sent you both actually.
Yeah. I remember. I vaguely remember it because it was a few months ago now. But I vaguely remember it. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like really insane.
Yeah. So at this point, all I can say is about the relationship between Mare and Septarian is she has a link to him. Like I say, so she's probably more like a user interface behind the Septarian of Time. So she's like kind of a, I don't know, what would you say?
But here's the question, why Van?
A time bandit or something? Huh?
Why Van?
Oh, because he's demon lord of time. Demon lord of time.
Is that because of the vagrant inside of him? Is that why?
Oh yeah, he's demon lord of time, Chris. Yeah, that's it. It makes total sense. I mean, Septarian of Time, demon lord of time. It's not coincidence.
So, see, because of what I know, that doesn't make sense.
Why?
Because of the jumbled words that Mare says. I can't go into detail about it because DJ doesn't want to know about it. Because
all right, fair enough.
It sounds like essentially it would be putting Mare against the Septarian of Time. That's all I'll say.
Did it create Mare to send off Van to make sure this happened? Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I have no
She has a
idea.
purpose, but we don't know what it is. Yeah,
I know what
but
it is.
I know for a fact she is. She was creative in the September of time. She's like an observer or something, you know.
He's an observer.
Oh,
He said
hey,
that
welcome
himself.
back, DJ. It's good to have you back.
I'm not back yet. I got dinner in the microwave. So.
Oh, what type
Microwave.
What brand of microwave do you have, DJ?
Huh? What did you ask?
What brand of microwave?
What
She's
brand-
got a Samsung.
What brand of microwave do you have, DJ?
She's got a Samsung.
You have a very old microwave, Sammy. I don't even know what microwave I have. Mine is like
What brand of microwave do I have? Well, I don't really know, to be honest.
Does anybody even know the brand of microwave they have?
I tend to use air fryers more than microwaves these days.
My microwave is also like a conventional oven too, so it's kind of like a mix.
Mm. Yeah, I mostly use air fryers these days, though, not microwave. You know, much healthier.
Yeah, I try to convince my mom to get an air fryer, but she doesn't want one. We don't really have the space for it in our home. Our home's not very big. My room is actually the biggest room in the building. No,
Put it in your room, Chris, and then whip it up the table at the kitchen.
I don't know what you're talking about. So if DJ's still gone, yeah, me too. Use an air fryer. Do you know the brand of your air fryer, Crimson?
I have a Maytag microwave.
A what?
A Maytag.
Maytag.
Did you just make that up? That's not a real word.
No, I'm serious.
Maytag. May the tag be with you.
You have a broke microwave that kind of half works. Sammy, I know what you need to do for your first streamer goal. We need to get you a better microwave for your house. We need to set up donations on your stream so people can donate to get you a better microwave.
Just get an air fryer. I need to get a new.
Oh god. I actually don't remember
All right,
what
enough
brand
talk
I have.
about microwaves. Let's go move on.
Are you back?
Let's move on.
Are you
No.
going to continue, DJ? Yes, no, maybe so.
Well, I'll be ready in just a few minutes. Just y'all keep going.
You want me to get you a new microwave? I can even buy myself a new microwave. How about that? Fine, I'll move on to the next question. Question number 6, generously given to us by Conan. Thank you, Conan. What is the fate of Agnes Claudel? How do the Arc Genesis work, and why does Intervention end up sacrificing someone from the Claudel bloodline? I think that's a question we need more information about. Personally.
Yeah, I think we need more info on that question.
But what's the fate of Agnes? I think Agnes is... I think she's just going to be written out of time. Like, maybe people won't remember her, but Van will.
Yeah, that's kind of in my theory here. I'll read it to you in a minute when you're finished. Yeah.
But, I mean, it'll probably be like... I'm probably going to say something and you're going to like go into more detail about it. But essentially, the end of Horizon is like the credit scene. And it's the scene of like when they first met. And like Agnes just kind of fades out from like the scene and everything. It's basically she's being written out of time. She sacrificed her life so time can essentially, you know, she can like prevent the chess from doing a loop. So that the way I don't know, we don't know what the outcome is, but maybe she believes that Van's gonna do something or someone's gonna do something. Maybe Hamilton has a plan. That's why she's like with Hamilton. Maybe Hamilton has a plan for after this is happening. I don't personally know, but yeah, she's gonna be like written out of time, and obviously Van will remember her. Hamilton will probably remember her too somehow, because maybe like what's Judith's grandma name? I always forget.
Oh, Dominique.
Dominique,
Yeah,
yes, Dominique. I always want to say like Vanessa for some reason. I don't know why. Dominique will obviously remember.
Vanessa.
Thank you, Crimson. Yes, thank you, Dominique. They'll all just like remember somehow, but like the regular people, like maybe I don't know if Gramhart will remember. Maybe poor Gramhart will have like no wife. Maybe that'll be like a plot line. Like maybe he's so alone and angry he like turned Calvert into like a horrible place. Probably not, but it's kind of a fun theory to think about. But yeah, she's gonna be written out of time for the why does intervention of her sacrificing someone from the Claudel bloodline?
You think Agnes is going to be written out? I don't think Agnes is going to be written out. I think she's going to come back.
Well, no. Well, obviously she will come back, but like the beginning of Horizon 2, DJ, it's gonna be like she doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's obvious, but I'm just saying she's going to come back. But at the beginning, yes, she's not going to be there. Obviously.
Well, this is what I put. Like I said, my theory is that Agnes is not simply dead. She's been moved outside of normal continuity. She could be inside of the protected branch inside of Lungrum, or the protected unit, or treated like a missing file that the world has forgotten. So she's like a missing entity in that time loop. So I think she could.
She could be a missing link.
Exactly. Whoa. Yeah, so I do think she can come back, but probably not through a normal resurrection. She would need to be restored somehow in time. Because, I mean, how do you think, Agnes's mother and grandmother did it before? They could still be trapped in Lundgren's chest because they did it before. They did the same thing as what Agnes did. Yep. They might not necessarily be dead themselves. They could be one of these vestiges. Who the fuck knows?
But what's the?
They could be one of the vestiges. Have you ever thought of that? I mean, I've thought of that.
That is a popular theory that Agnes's mother could be one of the vestiges.
I have actually. That thought has crossed my mind after finishing that game, because I was thinking about that Agnes's mom could possibly be one of the vestiges. I'm not saying it could be, but I'm just saying it's a thought.
Exactly.
I have no comment on that because I know who that vestige is.
It's the Tin Man.
It's actually Reen Schwarzer.
Oh, shut up! Be quiet, Chris.
But
Chris, you, yeah. Chris, Chris likes to think, he likes to make jokes about Reen. I'm just like, bro, leave Reen alone.
I love Reen.
I love Reen.
We love Reen.
Leave Reen alone, okay?
Leave him alone.
That reminds me. I read a really bad take somewhere. Cause you know how most people think that Reen is like a like a self-written character, like not like a like he's like an OC in a sense that you could insert him.
It's Toro,
right? So I read that instead of Reen, they think Lloyd is like an OC character, and you could easily be like replaced by anyone. And I'm like,
oh shit,
that is the worst take I've read ever.
I mean, everyone has their own opinions, I guess,
Yeah, well, some people's opinions are wrong.
Okay, Chris.
Calm down, Chris. Calm down.
They mess with my boy Lloyd. They mess with my boy Lloyd. The cuffs are off. We're going at it. The gloves are off. I mean, the gloves are off. Bam, bam. We're going.
The cuffs are off. Yo.
No, you never mess with my boy Lloyd. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, shall we move on to question 7? I think this is a question that DJ will like a lot.
Oh boy, here we go.
When and where did Kincaid get his Grendel? What are the origins of the Grendels, and what purpose do they serve?
When did Kincaid get his Grendel? I think we need more info on that one.
I actually have an idea. Not obviously, this is just my theory, and the game doesn't like foreshadow this at all. This is just what I think. But essentially, the part where Van got taken to the cult, Elaine and Renee were like panicking and stuff as like children. Maybe like Renee somehow came into this power to like learn to protect those he loves, which obviously is, Van and Elaine and people like that. And maybe then is when he became a Grendel. So he's been a Grendel for such a long time, which is why he's so like skilled at it, potentially. Which is why he is doing the things he does in Horizon, because he thinks this is the best way to protect Van and everything. Yeah. Even if he has to fight against Van. That's probably a crack theory, not really the best, but that's what I think. So I will say Renee got his Grendel when he was that point when Van disappeared because of the DG cult. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I mentioned something similar, but I didn't go into much detail about it. But I put here. I think that Kincaid got his Grendel through the Toy Hamilton side of the plan. If Van's Grendel is tied to Mare, the first Genesis, that's a diabolic core, then Kincaid's Shaddai might be an artificial holy counterpart. It might have been made as opposite to Van's demonic Grendel. Stabilize it or interact it with the time system in a clean way. Yeah, that's what I put there. I don't know why I put that, But yeah, so I'm saying that Renee's Grendel could actually be a copy, You know, it's like, because you know what happened with Dingo and the whole, you know, the Crimson Grendel. Something may have happened similarly with Kincaid, and that's how he got his Grendel. You know, his Grendel could have been artificially made through the Genesis. Could have been. You know,
it's very possible. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Because I'm just looking back at what happened to Dingo and everything as well, because he was made into the Crimson Grendel. So maybe Renee's soul was probably maybe fused with that, you know, and that's how he became Grendel Sedai.
So do we think Renee's dead then? Is that what you're saying? Is Renee dead, maybe?
Might not necessarily be dead, but it's different with Renee. But I think whatever his Grendel is, I think it might be artificial. Yeah, so again, and then we mentioned earlier that he could have maybe a demon form, but that's a far-fetched. But I know his Grendel form comes from something that's related to the Genesis. You know, I think it was artificially made.
His power is so strong, though. Like, being able to, like, bring in other versions of himself from other, like, timelines is, like, insane. Because he did that in, like, the finale fight against Van and Co., you know?
It could well be, but I think it's something to do with... I think Hamilton knows, you know, and because she knows a lot about those Genesis that she's letting on. You know, and I still think, you know, his Grendel was made from the Genesis, you know, first Genesis, you know.
I can see that. What do you think, DJ?
What? How he got a Grendel? I don't know how he got a Grendel. I have no clue. I have no idea.
I'm just going off how the Genesis behave. That's why I think that, but I could be completely wrong. But that's just a theory. Yeah.
That's just a theory. A game theory. I mean, obviously we're all just talking theory crafting. None of this is like proven and stuff, but it's very interesting to like discuss all this stuff. You think he was born with the powers, DJ? You think Renee might have been born with the powers?
I don't think he was born with them. He had to get them somehow. The question is, I don't know how he got them.
Oh, I think he has had them for. See, my theory why he had it since he was a kid is because he seems very well accustomed to his powers and everything.
Because remember, at the beginning of Daybreak 1, you know, Van just came awakened to his Grendel form at the beginning of Daybreak 1. And how was that done? Because he interacted with the first Genesis and Mare, you see. So I think a similar process could have happened with Renee, you know, as well, where he interacted with the Genesis and his version of the Grendel was created as well, you know. So the whole Grendel situation is fully tied to the Genesis, yeah.
So that means at one point Renee came into contact with the Genesis.
Of course he did, yeah.
Why do you say of course?
He probably had them, you know. Yeah, because at some point, you know, Agnes never always had those Genesis, didn't she not? You know, she didn't have the first one.
Yeah, so remember at the end of Horizon that you know, she had to give them up. She gave them up at the end of Horizon, so he could have got a hold of it then. He could have got a hold of it earlier in the other games too. You never know.
Oh, that could be a good point.
I just think that he's had it for like a longer time because he's just so like accustomed to his powers. He knows how to like use them and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he's had it a lot, maybe since like a child.
Yeah. He must have had the Genesis, or he came in contact with it at some point. I mean, because I think he must have worked with Hamilton or something, because Hamilton must know the behavior of those Genesis, because she understands it better than anybody, because she was Epstein's disciple. So she probably learned about the Genesis from the man himself. You know?
Well, I mean, look what Dingo did. Dingo had one of those white replica things. He had one of those. You know, who would have thought? I never thought he would have had one of those.
Yeah, well, maybe this power actually comes from the replicas.
Who knows?
It could be. Just saying. Could be.
All right. Well, I think hopefully that question satisfies your taste buds, Conan. Let's move on to question number 8. What's up?
That's good. That's what Crimson said, didn't he? Say he awakened to his power when he was training. Maybe, but the Genesis can't. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. That's what I think, because the Grendel first.
Well, the thing is, the whole Kincaid Grendel thing. It's like when he transformed, and after the fact, he tells the president, he's like something about these 3 years have been what I forgot what he said. It's in one of my clips, and that's when he takes the Genesis and ends up going over to the tower, which was a key role in the game. I knew that tower was coming to play.
Yes,
I knew that
the towers. Yes, the towers.
It was foreshadowed a lot, especially at the end of Daybreak 2 with the extra cutscene. But that towers.
Oh, yeah.
You never trust towers in Trails games. Chat.
No.
Never do.
Nope.
Of course.
But yeah, that actually feeds more into my point, into how I think that Renee got it when he was a child, because if he was, like, when he was working under Gramhart, he was very freaking busy. Like, all the time. When would he have time to, like, train to use his power? Right? So that's why I think he's had it since he was a kid.
Yeah,
I'm probably wrong, but,
yeah.
you know, it is what I think.
He could have honed it when he was younger, when he had more time on his hands and stuff, yeah, you know.
For sure. Anyway, shall we move on to question 8? I'm actually kind of excited to talk about this one.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
Sure, go ahead.
Number 8. The last question by Conan. How does the Eschaton Saint come into play in the series Endgame?
Oh, boy.
So
Ooh,
this is obviously talking about Nina, right?
Yeah.
So Nina is a very interesting character throughout the whole, ever since she was introduced in Daybreak 1. Because she came from another world as well. She's like, she's like McBurn, not from the world. Obviously, she comes in, she meets, Rufina, right? She meets Rufina. She's talking like a different language, like a completely different language. So it's very, who knows what her role is, but obviously her power is very strong, that the church dubbed her the Eschaton Saint, with like having like the eye powers and just like being strong and stuff, like whatever.
I'll tell you something very interesting about that in a minute, Chris. Yeah, when you're finished.
And like what her role in the endgame is kind of, I actually can't really think of what her role in the endgame can be, because I feel like we still need a little bit more information on her. Like we got like that memento orb in the garden was really insightful to help us learn more about her past, and then like obviously the conversation, like the connection event with Van in Horizons 2 was also a really good one too, because it helped us to learn a little bit more of like what makes Nina tick as well, and like why she chose to be an actor, stuff like that. But obviously I think she'll play a really big role towards the end. But obviously, because we know that, like the church is fighting. There's like I'm a little confused on this. Like, who's fighting in the church? Like, what are the two factions that are fighting?
The Sacraments and probably Iscariot, I think.
The Sacraments are the ones that the Grousefit are on. Well, Iscariot's like the secret service of like, we have to do our best to make sure nothing can be known. Well,
yeah, because I put there. He says, my theory is that Nina is the church's endgame card. Eschaton means end times, so her role probably is tied to the final judgment, the final reset, or the final confrontation with the primordial nothingness. Because that's what's going to be the end, isn't it? If the loops get broken, if the loop tries to happen again, what's going to happen? It could be nothingness, couldn't it? It could be the end of the world. Who knows?
Well, obviously, everything has to come to an end eventually. So
exactly.
So why the heck do we have to have the Nina protected?
That's the thing I can't answer, because if you look at the final, if you look at the final tarot card, it's the end times, the judgment, that's the end, and that's what represents number 21 in the enforcers list, but we don't know who that is.
It's Nina. She's a double agent. No, I'm kidding.
You never know, like, because that is the final, because every single enforcer represents the tarot, don't they?
Yes.
The final one is judgment, the end,
Grounds is Persona, y'all. Y'all didn't know that?
Exactly, the tarots as well, yeah. You got Death, the Hero Fans.
Tarot cards were a thing before Persona. Persona only made them popular in the video game community. Silly DJ. Everyone say silly DJ in the chat.
That cat knows I'm right, so hush.
Yeah, I think she just serves there as an end game card, as I said there, because Eschaton basically means end times.
Like the trump card. She's like the trump card, essentially.
Right.
Thank you, Crimson, for saying silly DJ.
Definitely a trump card, all right.
I think do you think like she'll be a boss in Horizons 2? Do you think we'll have to fight her? with like a team. Do you think like Kevin might like go against trying to kill Hamilton, and like he has to fight Nina? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You know who I want to see come back in Horizon?
Laura.
Horizon, I want to see McBurn.
No, I think you want to see Laura.
Oh yeah.
More.
Trust me, McBurn will come. I'm surprised he's not appeared yet, because quite a few things have kicked off and he's not been around. But he'll come at some point. Yeah, I think he'll
be a playable character because he was playable forever.
I don't think he's turned up because I think the Grandmaster promised Gramhart, known from Ouroboros, to interfere. So that's
now
why
the gloves are off.
Backed off. That's why he's backed off. Yeah.
The gloves are off now, so they're gonna like essentially bring in all the cavalry. You know, McBurn, more enforcers. Maybe we'll see Cedric, everyone's favorite. Because if Rufus is there, Cedric should be there, right?
Bro, I better not. I'll tell you one thing. I better not see Cedric in Horizon 2. I think I will literally just, no.
Yeah? Go more into that, DJ. Why is that? Why is that?
I don't like Cedric, okay? Cedric is a piece of shit.
I don't like Novartis, and he's in the game.
Well, Bullcut man is, you know...
That's very interesting about him, because he only claims he's the only disciple of Epstein in the previous loop. But obviously in this loop, it's obviously Hamilton, Russell, and Schmidt. You know.
I'll tell you right now, I don't want to see Cedric in Horizon 2, because unless Cedric redeems himself, which I don't think that'll ever happen. But I don't want to see Cedric.
Well, I think I said this earlier, but I really think it's going to be Ouroboros is going to be like on our side, on like Van's side. And like the Vestiges are gonna be like the main antagonists before we fight the chest. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I don't want to see. I mean, having Ouroboros with Van group would be interesting, as long as Cedric's not there.
Well, it wouldn't just be with Van's group; it'd also be with like Reed and Kevin's group. I assume they're still gonna be like playable in the game.
Oh, well, apparently Reed's got to do something to get. He's gonna have to fight Shizuna again, because the way the whole thing ended with Confy, he said, settle your score with the Black God and all that.
Right.
Obviously, we're going to see Reen and Shizuna go fight off against each other. So
the Black God is it's her. Yeah. Because she knows that type of style, the black, was it black something one blade or whatever it is. So that's probably yeah. She knows it, but Reen doesn't. Yeah. So that's probably where he's ascending to beyond the 8 leaves one blade style.
Yeah, he's got to ascend it. He's got to do, so obviously you're going to see more of Shizuna and Reen do their thing, obviously, in the next game, the way it sounds.
Do you think we'll get a cool fight between, like, Reed and Shizuna versus Yunka Fi? You think that'd be a thing?
Maybe.
Be awesome.
That would be cool, though.
They'll bring back
the craziest. I'll tell you another crazy scene is when Reen's group is in Basel and they're underground, and Reen and Shizuna are getting ready to do they're doing that awesome cut scene, and then the timer runs out, and then all of a sudden, and then Mint to the rescue. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, Reen gets all the cool scenes. You got the robot fight, the Reen versus Shizuna fight, and then versus Yunka Fi. All the
Speaking of robots, okay, if we're talking about time rewinds and all this stuff, do the Divine Knights come back? Do you see Valimar? Do you see all those come back?
Well, it depends if we're in a new loop, and the thing with Osborne doesn't happen. But I think that's not going to be that way. I think we're just going to go back to like Daybreak 1 or Horizons. And everything in the past has already happened. And this is thanks to Agnes's interference. If Agnes didn't interfere, then yes, we would go all the way back. And, like, everything would start anew. Maybe there's timelines where, like, Cassie's never adopted Joshua,
it's like
Lloyd never
the
became
Grandmaster made some comment, or I don't know who somebody made a comment about the Divine Knights are gone for now at the end of Cold Steel 4.
Someone would make a comment about that because they knew about the time loops. It all comes back to Horizon.
It's like I was discussing this with a friend as well before, and he had a theory that maybe like what you said about Van joining Ouroboros, like say he may be recruited as maybe one of those enforcers that we haven't seen yet. So could he be that secret end judgment, enforcer that we don't know about, Could he be
Very
recruited
possible.
as? No.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, because Van kind of fits the profile of an enforcer because he has that kind of like dark side to him. He's obviously a demon lord, but he's a Spriggan. He's like a what is it? An underground version of a bracer, isn't he?
He's just the guy who lives between darkness and light. He lives in the middle.
There you go. You see, and that's what's our boss about. They're kind of neutrals, aren't they? A bit of a. He fits the profile of an enforcer. He does.
It's possible he could have joined as an enforcer. Like maybe Brigard never trained him or something. Maybe someone from freaking Ouroboros trained him. Someone we don't know about. Someone we do know about.
Yeah, but like I said, that'd be kind of a betrayal though, of Brigard, if he does join him because he despises Ouroboros, Brigard.
Sorry, I'm yawning so much. Jesus, I took like a melatonin pill before I went to bed last night, and that thing like messes me up.
Wow. Okay.
I got like 8 hours of sleep, but I've been like tired all day.
The melatonin pill.
Listen. It's crazy because my mom usually takes like 2 of them every night, and I take one, and I'm just
knocked out. She's strong. What the hell?
She's used to them now, so they don't really help her. They don't really knock her out as much anymore.
Yeah, your body kind of develops an immunity.
Yeah. As for me, I barely have them, so whenever I do, I just get it's knocked out like a light. All right, so we move on to viewer questions now.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
All right, chat. This is where you guys come in. If you guys have any questions about Trails, Horizons, Trails in general, feel free to ask, and we'll give our thoughts, our opinions, our theories. Let's just get into it. Here's my first question for myself. All right, when do you think Lloyd will come back?
Never.
No.
No, he will. He will come back at some point because I think in the last game they'll all come back together, every character.
Wait.
Who?
Think about this. Wait, think about this. Really? Think about this real quick.
Lloyd.
What game came out after Horizons? What was the next Trails game after Horizons that came out?
Remix, right?
Isn't it weird we're going to a remake after a new loop begins?
Yeah, it is strange. Timing it. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of weird when you think about that? Isn't that weird?
It kind of is, but at the same time, it could just be a coincidence because I think Kondo said, he just wanted to, make the games more modernized so he could attract more audience to Trails as well. But the timing is a bit strange, but it could be just that. But
Conan,
could be the way.
That
Chris.
question you have. Sorry to cut you off. That question you have, Conan.
Right.
Will the series really end in 2033? I'm just gonna do this. And that should answer your question.
For me, it could be
in 2033. No.
It'd make more sense if it ended in 34 because that'll be 30th anniversary of Trails.
Believe in Kondo's lies, Conan. Believe in them. No, I don't think this series will end in 2033.
No, 34, I think, because 30th anniversary. I think 30th anniversary of Falcom, and obviously Trails. Yeah.
I think we still got another arc in us. Maybe like another 3-game arc. Who knows?
Well, when you look at it this way, like you say, we've gone through certain Septirians so far.
Water and wind, right?
Exactly. So there you go. So you've got at least 1 or 2 arcs there for a start.
Wait a minute, guys. The next Pokemon games coming out are Pokemon Winds and Waves. Coincidence?
Oh God!
Come on.
No, that was a bit of a stretch. Now that now that we're getting a PS5 and Switch 2 port, you think remakes might not happen? Remakes for what? Like Zero and Azure? Those are probably gonna happen. If they don't, I'm gonna kill Kondo.
I don't know.
RPG
Chris is gonna kill
Mel.
Kondo, chat.
Welcome in, RPG Mel. Obviously, you could expect Shizuda and Reen to fight, then Fusion Dance afterwards. Reen Zuna will capture all the hearts. A fusion
Maybe.
between two characters would be kind of insane, but I don't think that'll happen. But I do think Reed and Shuzuna will fight together in Horizon 2 for sure. I think like the only time they did that in Horizons was just in the garden, right? Towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could have Vloid. Yeah.
You say Floyd?
Vloid, yeah.
I'm out of here.
Vloid.
Her junior disciple. The junior
I'll tell you
disciple
one
and sweet
thing, it's
disciple
like-
merging together.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Septarian have we gone through? Let's say we've gone through Septarian of steel, steel, fire.
Steel and Fire were Cold
Earth.
Steel. What was the one in... No, Fire,
Mirage.
Fire and Earth
Mirage.
was Cold Steel. Mirage, was that... That was Sky, right?
Space. Yeah, Space is Sky, Mirage is Crossbell.
Crossbell.
Space, Mirage, fire, steel. Now we got time. We still got wind. I guess wind and water.
Wind and water. Water and waves.
Oh God! Shut up, Chris.
I think those two will be in like the last arc personally, because there's still the question of why we can't go past. And obviously, maybe is that because of time? You think that might be because of the time Septarian, or could it be because that's the wind and water one?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. But I would think that, would it be crazy if after the time one goes, we can finally like leave Zemuria and go to other continents? Do you think maybe in that case, other games and Trails won't take place on Zemuria, but it might take place in other continents after Horizons 2? Like they're going to explore the greater world and stuff and see what it's like. Maybe it's all futuristic because only Zemuria is the one that essentially has been stuck in the loops. Because not the whole world, only Zemuria. So maybe it's just super futuristic and we have to like essentially adapt to it. Just a theory.
Sure. Could well be.
What if Tokyo Xanadu and the Trails universe are thing?
Well, DJ, you asked the right questions because I have a fun theory about Tokyo Xanadu.
Oh no!
I don't know if this is gonna happen. And listen, if you guys have played Star Ocean till the end of time, you probably know what I'm about to say. DJ, have you played that one? Star Ocean till the end of time?
No.
DP, have you played it?
No, but I've seen someone stream it.
So essentially, all of Zemuria is a video game, and everyone's just a game character. And it takes place in like the real world of like, just like Japan, or at least in the world of that Kondo is making, which is essentially like Tokyo Xanadu.
Yeah. That game is random as fuck.
And that could be the same for Ys, because hey, guess who's gonna be in Kyoto Xanadu? Dogi. Of course, this is just a crazy theory, so.
Yeah,
That's what I kind of. It's kind of like my crackpot theory that Zemuria, all of Trails, is just like a video game series in the world of Tokyo Xanadu, the world of Japan, and like maybe like the final arc might just be them like coming to terms with it, or like something's trying to like break the code or something, and because they broke the loops, it's really bad. So like they have to like adapt or something. I have no idea. It's kind of like a all around together theory I have, but it could be real. Sounds legit. Thank you, Mo. I think I'm crazy. Nayuta, we love Nayuta here. Yeah, I mean, there's the theory that Kreha is the Grandmaster. Nayuta is McBurn. Signa could be somebody we don't know. No idea.
Yeah, I think Nayuta's McBurn theory is very interesting.
I mean, they basically look the same, like other than like McBurn being older.
Yeah, the hair color as well, and the hair ties he has as well look very similar, don't?
All right, is anybody in chat have any other questions? Feel free to ask whatever you want to ask. Yeah, we're still missing Unnamed Enforcer, Unnamed Anguish, and Unnamed Dominions for sure. Will we find out who they are? Probably.
Oh yeah, for
we're
real.
close to getting all of the. How many Dominions are we missing?
I think 1 or 2. I think if I'm right.
Really? Wow. It feels like there's a lot more.
Well, I mean,
I could be
the
wrong.
Dominions you've already got. I mean, you've already got. Let's see, you got You already Celeste, you got Leon, you got Kevin, you got Gaius, you got Ozzy,
Thomas.
That's 6 right there.
That's 6.
Yeah.
How many CrossFit are there in total?
12.
So we're
12.
only,
Yeah.
so that's only half. We are missing a lot.
Oh, I didn't realize what that meant.
For those who played Nayuta, their planet literally has a hole in it, one that can fit Zemuria.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Grandmaster, someone took that world and put it in that void, make it Zemuria.
And maybe that's the world. Maybe that's where the loop is. Maybe that's why.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why the time keeps doing the loop.
Maybe.
And maybe once they beat the time, we'll go back to the real world. Maybe.
It could be a dream.
It could be a dream. The last 2 Septarians will be taken care of in Pokemon Wind and Waves. This guy gets me. This guy gets me.
Oh,
RPG
God.
Metal, this guy freaking gets me. I love this guy. You're my
you
best friend right now.
You know we're going to cover at least the Septarian of Water because I think someone kind of alluded to it. I think Hamilton mentioned it in one of the games. She said there was some kind of drought problems going on in Far East Zemuria, you know, and it was something to do with the Septarian of Water or something like
Why
kind
is
of
that
messing
happening?
things up.
Yeah, because of the Septarian of Water, you think?
Yeah, it's like drying up the lands, and I think it makes it into those desert areas that you see that we haven't seen yet in Far East Zemuria. Yeah, and I think that's what probably caused the droughts in Tharbad as well. And then obviously what Hamilton did, she took the water from the future and put it into the past. You see, that again, that's a sin counter thing as well, because she manipulated time. That's why Kevin had to hunt her down, because she was a heretic now, because she meddled with time. Yeah.
Crazy thought I just had. Do you think the other Septarians know about the time loops?
Perhaps, because they're Septarians after all. You know what I mean? They operate kind of at the same level as each other, because they're all kind of like kind of malevolent god kind of forces, aren't they? So they must know something. Yeah.
Do you think that maybe the Water Septarian is doing the things in the Far East just to like punish humanity then for their sin value? Maybe it's like his own way of doing things.
Hey, maybe, because there's certain things we just don't know in other parts of Zemuria that's going on. Yes, so it could be one of those things. Yeah.
It is very possible. I can agree to that. There's just so many things we don't know. It's just, isn't it crazy how we're like 13 games in and there's still so many unanswered questions?
Exactly, we still got to explore, like you said, Far East Zemuria. Yeah.
Does anyone want to play a whole game like the terrible desert area outside Tharbad? If there's a car, sure. I would love to drive around.
Yeah, give me a car. I'm not walking to that damn desert.
You see, that's where that area starts. That's where that kind of that entire eastern area of Zemuria is probably all desert. It's probably all arid region. It's just all desert. Yeah.
The Holy Empire of Iska. There's an Iska in Ye7. I haven't played Ye7. I am playing Ye8 currently on the channel, but I haven't played Ye7 yet. I think there's just like so many potential for connections. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
You know what they say, chat? Believe in Kondo's lies.
Yeah, believe in Kondo's lies.
All right.
Believe in Kondo.
Any other questions in the chat? Any questions that you guys may be thinking of? Anything at all? Anything?
Any questions you guys have? Speak now.
Speak now. Or die.
No, don't do that.
Crimson, ban everyone who doesn't speak. I'm kidding, Crimson. Don't do that. Crimson, you have a question. Go ahead. Crimson, go ahead and ask your question.
Ban everyone that speaks.
Ban everyone who doesn't speak.
Oh, it doesn't speak, sorry.
Alright, Crimson said he has a question. I'm sure he's typing it right now. So, oh, here we go. I'll ask, is the condition for seeing past the fake barrier dying since Reed and Crow can see it? I do not think that is the case. I think the only reason why Reed and Crow can see it is because they went into space. I think that was explained in the game itself. I think because they originally saw in a different timeline or a different universe that what was actually beyond the fake sky that they know. Why when they looked through the telescope, it was different than what everyone else looked at. Which is why if Million was there, Million would also see the same thing because she was with them. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Have we covered how they're throwing a hand grenade into Van X and Lane by potentially aging up on 8 years? What?
Oh, we're gonna talk.
What?
We're somebody bringing up.
You're really
Van
gonna say
on-
that right in front of my Elaine plushie that I just got today? Really? In front of the Elaine plushie?
Yeah, just to expand on what, like you said though, what Crimson said. I said I don't think the condition is just about dying. Like I said, Crow died, yeah, but Reen is not in the same way. Like I said, the real condition might be that maybe your soul has been altered in some way enough that the fake sky filter does not work properly on you anymore or something, because only people can see who've actually seen space can actually see beyond that barrier, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
because they mentioned they mentioned anyone who like goes into space or like they try to attack the chest, it's like an instant reset.
Yeah, Esmelga Reen was going to spoil Horizon Deloitte.
And like you said, another thing as well, like something along the lines of what Crimson and Chris said, you know, technically Crow and Reen have died, because Reen did technically die before Osborn transferred his heart into Reen's body, you see, because he would have died if he hadn't have transferred that heart. But technically he did die, you know. Crow also died wrong. Milliam saw it. She died too. So it's like it's not just like they're not necessarily going into space as well. It's because they've seen death as well. That could be tied to it as well. Yeah.
There's so many theories here. So many things. Mel, I'm kind of thinking about that. What do you mean they're going to age up Agnes by 8 years? Can you explain that, please?
Age Agnes by 8 years. She's going to be a MILF. She's going to be a MILF.
Oh god, I don't know if I can handle MILF Agnes. Oh boy.
Oh god, you know. The juggers.
Listen, if they make a figure of MILF Agnes, that's going to be a day one buy for me.
Oh god. Yeah, Chris is going to be gooning.
Oh god. Too many Trails figures already coming out. We don't need any more.
No, we need all the Trails figures. Are you serious? This is like such a good time to be a Trails fan. So many figures. We need more. We need a Lloyd figure. We need it.
There you go, Crimson. Yep, Reen did die in the bad ending too, yeah, so there you go.
Reen died as a baby is such a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, because like I said, if it wasn't for Osborn, he would have actually died, and technically he did, because his heart was, it was punctured. He was a goner, yeah.
The next game after Horizon was first, so potentially Agnes rerun things at least 8 years. You mean like the first remake? Wow. I did touch upon this earlier, but I mean, if we kind of said that Agnes would be written out of like existence, so like she wouldn't be aged up at all, unless you mean in the sense that if Agnes were to disappear, she would remain like 17 or was it 18? She turned at on her birthday. What was it? 17 or 18, right? It was 17. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. So you're saying like by the time we catch back up, that maybe she'll be like. No, but that she would still be like 17 years old. I don't get it.
So the next game after Horizon was first, potentially Agnes rewind things back. Well, again, if it's 8 years, I mean, that's the one big leap, and you're trying to fit in 8 years that have gone by, 8 years of events into one game, and that's quite a lot to cover, you know.
Will Oliver and Prince Sharid meet in Horizon 2? Oh my god!
Well, that's actually incorrect because they've already met in the Daybreak 1 credits. So you mean they would like, see each other? Yeah, they did. Shara was there.
Sheridan, Olivia, yeah, the credits in Horizon.
The credits,
one.
So I'm saying the reason Agnes went back with the rewind. So you're
why 8 years though?
Your assumption.
But why 8 years though?
Because it was like an 8-year difference between Sky First and Horizons.
Okay, alright.
Has anyone kept a running tab on their total combined gameplay hours for all Trails games? I think I've spent like 1,000 hours in total.
No, I have not kept a running tab on my combined gameplay because...
I mean, I've done casual run, speed runs, so it probably close to 2,000 hours. Who knows?
I mean, the longest I spent.
Well, I can tell you right now. Let me think. Let's see. Reverie's probably my longest playthrough.
Reverie?
Yeah.
Really? Because my Cold Steel 3 run was. Apparently, I played an hour longer of Cold Steel 1 than Reverie.
Weird.
I
My
spent
longest
over
is
200 hours in
Horizon.
Reverie.
No, I'm sorry.
Horizon.
I lied. That was no. Reverie's 111 hours.
Horizon
Postal
for
3 and
me
4 was
is
longer
the longest.
than
Yeah. I think my longest run was Horizon. My first Japanese run that was 180 plus hours. Yeah, that's my longest run.
Oh,
Single
hey,
run.
Daybreak 2 and Azure took the same amount of time for me.
Yeah, Daybreak 2 is shorter. Yeah.
Trails Beyond the Horizon,
spent-
158 hours.
Let's see. I'll have to look mine. I have to look. I don't know. I'll have to check mine. But I know I spent like 200 plus hours in Reverie. So.
Oh,
The Sky. I can't tell you.
Trails SC playtime 205 hours. Get out of here. That's because of my nightmare run. That nightmare run was crazy.
Was that just one run? No,
No, that's
205 hours.
That's 2 runs. That's my regular run and my nightmare run.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Because I'm thinking, fucking hell.
That's insane. 205 hours. And I'm only
It's the nightmare one though.
And
Yeah.
I'm missing one freaking achievement in that game too. I'm so pissed about that.
What was that?
The getting all the bracer points.
Oh, did you miss bracer points? Oh, that's lucky,
No,
man.
I Grant in the beginning, when he like in the prologue.
Oh yeah. You have
I
to,
didn't know you have to win
yeah.
that fight. I thought that was always a losable fight.
No, it's a lot harder on Nightmare, but yeah, it is a BP. Because I think that they intended you to do Nightmare on a new game, plus when you're all like beefed out and buffed out. That's why.
What? No, that's not. That's not you do Nightmare, right?
I know. Well, that's what it's designed for, but you know.
What? Nah, if I can do it, DP, anyone can do it, right, DJ?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, but Nightmare is designed for new game, plus technically, but it is a good challenge to do as a new game.
No.
Well, that's what it is.
I don't know what you're yapping about. Not Mel. I'm the same way, Mel. Sometimes I'll just have like my game on. Like I'll take a nap and I'll leave like my game on while I take a nap. So I understand that. Though obviously the 205 hours in SC has to do with just me in general being bad at Nightmare.
No, critical mode level 1.
Crimson, can you time yourself out, please?
No.
Crimson's like, what do you mean, bro?
I knew a guy who actually beat Kingdom Hearts 2 critical mode level 1. That was wild.
Where is he now?
I don't speak to him anymore. Like I say, it's just he used to be a community member of mine in Discord. I don't see him anymore. Yeah, but I saw him. He did a run of that, and fucking hell, some of the super bosses in that game. He must have taken about 50 attempts to do one super boss.
You're rewarding DP with a shout out? Okay. I mean, his name is pinned at the top of my chat, but thank you for shouting out DP.
Thanks.
I guess we could probably take one more question and maybe we can wrap up. I mean, I can still go. I can still keep going. What about you, DJ? How late can you go till?
I can go till 8 o'clock.
Oh, we can keep it going till 8 then.
Yeah, about 1 o'clock my time. That should be good.
All right. Any more questions then? Come on, lay on your questions. Give it to us. Give us your questions. We need them all. I need more questions or I'm gonna go crazy.
I need them. Feed him the questions. Feed me more.
Feed me more. I'm hungry and I don't even know what brand my microwave is.
Well, that's not my fault that you don't know your brand of
DJ,
microwave.
I think it actually is your fault. I think it is your fault, DJ.
You're the one that asked me what. You're the one that brought the microwave in the first place.
Crimson,
see Adol
are you asking if we're going to see Adol in Horizons 2?
Oh. Oh, look, it's a treasure chest.
Crimson. You're the reason why we had the loops.
What's over there?
I think I came up with too many questions.
Something's there.
Actually,
yeah,
your questions were very good. That was very good questions, Conan, I'll say.
Yeah. Mr. Sherlock.
Surely you jest. Do you guys think we'll ever get an Ouroboros game?
It might be cool. You never know.
You think that'll happen?
Maybe.
I know I kind of touched upon it a little bit earlier, saying I wanted Cedric as like the main character, but who would you want as the main character in? No, who would you guys want as like a main character in an Ouroboros game? Would it be Cedric?
Not Cedric.
A new character?
I saw a really funny picture of Cedric the other week. I can't share it though. It's a bit NSFW. It's hilarious.
What the hell are you looking at pictures like that for?
Because Feb has an NSFW page on his Discord.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Feb has one of those not safe for work channels.
I'm totally not going there right now.
Yeah, and it involves Shirley and Cedric.
Of course it's Shirley. Of course it's Shirley. Who else would it be?
And I tell you, I say she ain't the bitch in that relationship. I'll tell you that.
I'd like to have either a arc or part of an arc centered around the location of the Septarian Church. It would be interesting to have like a game where you play as like the Gross Ritter.
Yeah, right? I think we will have it. Yeah, I think we'll have a game where we'll visit Alteria. I think we will. You know, we'll go there at some point because like Zemuria's Vatican City, isn't it? So we have to go there at some point.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think so too.
Mm.
Speaking of Feb, he's streaming right now.
Oh, it's from 14 probably, ain't he?
No, he's playing Fire Emblem.
Oh, is he? Because he's been playing FF14, hasn't he? Expansion, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's playing Fire Emblem tonight.
Can we not talk about FF14, please? Can we not talk about that game?
Okay, we won't.
Everyone's always like, Chris, you need to play FF14. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm not into MMOs, so yeah, I can't really. You try to convince me.
I'll
never play it.
I don't play that game either, so.
I would play it, but I don't really have the space for it. And if I were to play it, I'd play it on my PS5, not my PC. I don't know if my PC can even run it. To be honest with you.
To be honest, Chris, you need to be playing. You need to be streaming Metaphor.
I'm going to break my copy of Metaphor if you bring it up one more time.
Cool Metaphor.
I will break it live on stream. No, I wouldn't do that. I do want to play Metaphor.
Because I mentioned it, no, he doesn't mention it, he said he won't.
Actually, DP needs to play it on stream.
I know. I'll go around to it. That's a big commitment to stream, DJ. You know, I'd have to be like, you know, have this time and the space to do it. You know, I'm doing 10 NSG because it's because 10's not really a big game. You know, I can do it on and off.
Starting that up.
What, the NSG run? Probably either tomorrow or Monday. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, lucky enough, I actually don't plan on streaming any of those days, so that's perfect.
Oh, right, so you're not streaming. Oh, might
be able to tune in.
Yeah, I might do.
Again until Monday. I won't stream again until Monday night. So.
I think I might start it tomorrow then, because obviously you're not streaming. Chris ain't streaming, so yeah, tomorrow probably might be the time.
You guys heard tomorrow on Sunday, DP will be playing. Go ahead and say it.
I fancy it's an NSG challenge run.
Final Fantasy Chen N something run where he basically
NSG,
he's not using the spear grid.
Spear grid.
Isn't that what you
spear
said?
grid. Spear grid.
What?
It's spheres. The game is surrounded with spheres.
It's spherical.
That's the technology in the game.
Spherical.
Yes. Spear grid.
Listen, what did I say? Spear.
Spear, yeah.
Oh my god.
Forgive me for being a little silly. I played Final Fantasy X. I literally said it was the first Final Fantasy game I played. I know it's the spear grid.
Nice.
But no, in all seriousness, yeah, I'm not streaming again until Monday night. So.
I don't even know how you could beat the game without using the sphere grid. Well, tune in to DP's channel and you'll find out how. Tomorrow, at some time, we don't know yet. As for you, DJ, you're playing through Cold Steel 2 on Nightmare, right? How do you like that?
Yeah,
how do you think that's
Cold
going?
Steel 2 on Nightmare, Act 2. We are getting ready to go to. We're getting ready to do one of the shrines.
Man, Chris is pop stash in the background there. Wow.
What's happening? What?
Your pop stash in the background, all your Mountain Dews there and stuff. Bloody hell, Chris. It's a lot of pop.
Oh, do you see it over there?
Look at it all stash in the background.
That's always been there. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Are you just noticing that?
I noticed it before, but it looks different now because I think you've added like a stack of new stuff since. But, yeah.
I actually only have. That's actually the least I've ever had in a while.
Yeah, because you've got Cokes and everything as well, aren't you? As well.
Yeah, I actually have the glass Cokes like right under where the Mountain Dew is. I love the glass.
Yeah,
Cokes.
I don't see it. Yeah, oh yeah.
I actually haven't been drinking soda, to be honest.
That'll be all gone within 2 weeks with me.
I would
Yeah,
used to.
Coastal 2, we gotta go to, I got like I was telling DP earlier, I got like 3 shrines to go through and another cryptid to go fight. Side
Yeah.
quest to do. So, yeah.
Lots of fun stuff there.
Mm.
And you're
Lots
playing
of yeah.
Yakuza 5 after, right?
Yeah, Yakuza 5 is after Cold Steel 2 is done.
Yo.
That's insane. I can't believe you're gonna play Yakuza 5. I think you'll really like it. Yakuza 5 is great.
But the thing is, I'm gonna do all of Cold Steel 2. That includes the thing with Lloyd and Rishi. I'll do that. Now,
nice.
don't. You know, of course, you gotta go through all that crazy Reverie corridor mess.
Oh, the best part of the game.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
The best part of
There's
the
a
game.
question though. The question for Deej from Crimson though.
What's the question, Crimson?
If you could meet
If you
Trails
could meet
VAs,
3
who would it
Trails VAs, who would it be?
be? Sean Chiplock,
Already
Sean
met-
Chiplock, and Sean Chiplock.
That'd be Erica
Well, I've already met a
Halacha.
few. I've already met a few Trails VAs. Let's see. Well, I've already met Eustace's VA. I've already met him. I met Matt. I've already met Matt Mercer. I met Sean
Ooh.
Chiplock. I met Tita's voice actor. I met Wazzy's voice actor.
You met Donna's voice actor? That's crazy.
Nice.
Who? Yeah, I have. Yeah. Let's see. I met Rufus's VA.
Hmm.
Oh God, who else? I'm going through my list in my head right now.
Met Arden, haven't you? Arden's voice actor, right?
Do I know?
I saw a video. Arden's voice actor. You met him, didn't you? As well.
I met Arden. Yeah, I met Arden's VA. I met Ray Chase. I met Robbie Damon. I've met Max Middleman. This summer, I'm going to meet the voice of Van and the voice of Breen
Oh,
at the same
Damon Haas.
convention here in town. So,
Dang
Yeah.
it, you're so lucky.
Oh, Damien Haas. That'd be cool. Yeah.
That's so cool. I wish I could meet him. I actually really
I've
like
met
him.
the voice of Fee, Cassandra Morris. I met her.
Yeah, Angela Morris. Yeah, she's Megano as well, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, I met her. And of course, I have met Erica Harlatcher, the voice of Yuna.
I hate you. I hate you.
Wait, what the
What?
heck, DP? What do you mean? What the hell?
She's my favorite voice actress. She does Anne, you know.
Well, you can fly over.
Actually, did something for DP. I actually got him a print.
Yeah, that's cool.
I got him. I got her to sign it for him,
Yeah, that'd be
personalized.
cool.
And she personalized it to him, and I mailed it to him. So
That was awesome. I'll show that to you sometime. I got it somewhere.
Isn't that sweet? That's awesome.
I've actually met. Yeah, I have met Shermy Lee. I have met her.
Oh wow. Everyone.
I haven't met Anya's voice actor though. No, I haven't met her yet. I haven't met Aaron's yet.
She's getting there.
I haven't met
Yeah,
Crows. I haven't met
Oh, yeah,
Crows
Aaron.
VA.
Oh, yeah, Aaron's voice actor. Okay.
You just need to make it a goal to meet like every single Trails main character.
I'm trying. It's
Every
not. It's
single
not.
playable
The thing is,
character
not
once.
all of the Trails voice actors go to conventions. So you know, it's
Right,
kind of hard
that's
to.
it.
You
You
have to
know.
hunt them down.
You-
Hunt them down at their house.
Yeah, you just gotta get. Yeah, you just gotta get lucky, aren't you? And just see if they got cons in it and conventions and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, you should get lucky.
But you know, the whole thing is the local convention that's coming here in August has got they've got Reen's VA, they got Van's VA, and they've got somebody else. I don't know who the other one is. Somebody else is coming with them. But
I haven't really met
Eric
any
Lindbeck,
VAs.
I'd like to meet her. Eric Lindbeck
I've
would be
actually
good to
met
meet.
Erica Limbeck. That's another one I met.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
cool. You met Erica. Ah, cool. That's cool. Yeah, she does Maggie Lou in Tales of Berseria.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, she's also Jessie as well. Yeah,
Jesse.
in remake FF7.
Yep.
Oh, from Final Fantasy.
Also,
I thought
I'll
you
tell you
were
another
talking
one I
about
met.
Trails.
I've
and
met,
I'm like, who's Jesse?
I've met
Yeah.
Elaine's VA. I met Prince Cherie's VA.
Oh, you met Maxine. Oh, Maxine,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, I met her. I met her last year, actually, at the con here in town. So.
Yeah, Liz Maxwell. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I actually haven't met any VAs, so I'll be perfectly honest with you guys.
No, you have to go to conventions and stuff to meet them. You know, and DJ always goes to them. So.
Well, I usually go to like Anime Boston every year, but
Yeah.
I just never want to
Well,
wait
yeah.
in the lines. I think it's
Chris,
not worth
you gotta
my
meet.
time.
You gotta stand in the lines if you want to meet the VAs.
I don't want to meet. I'd rather like buy stuff. I'd rather go to like the artist alleyway and like the dealer's room and buy stuff. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm just too focused on the money. I should just be like meeting VAs.
Well, you gotta pay.
know.
You gotta pay for the voice actor autographs. So you know.
So you fucked either way.
What am I gonna do? I might as well
You
never
need
go to my
money. You
convention
need
again.
Okay. I got the guest list so far on the convention. They got Elizabeth Maxwell is coming back. Apparently.
Ooh, meet her again. Okay, yeah, meet her again. Cool.
But yeah, she's coming back, and so far they've got Tita's voice actor is going to be there.
Donna! Yay!
Damon Mills is going to be there.
Who?
You said Damien Haas will be there as well, yeah?
Damien Haas, and Sean Shiplock are both going to be here.
Oh, Sean. Okay. Yeah, Sean's pretty cool, you know, but you met him before, haven't you, already? You met Sean, haven't you?
Well, technically, I didn't meet him. I had my friends got an autograph for me because I couldn't go to the to go to.
Oh, okay.
But
No.
I am going to meet him. I am going to meet him in person in August. So.
This would be crazy.
Nice. I know a friend who met Sean Chiplock recently. I met him back in November. There was a convention on near New York. He was there and they met him. Yeah.
Who knows?
Sean
Maybe I'll
Shiplock
get an autograph for somebody who wants an autograph. Who wants a Sean Shiplock autograph?
If I wanted one, I'll just go and Bracer Guild and buy.
I wouldn't mind a Damien Haas one, to be fair, because like Sal Evan a lot. You know. Damien
Gotcha.
Haas, definitely. Yeah.
I got you covered, DP.
Guys, clip
Oh,
that.
cool.
Clip that. Clip it. So DJ has to do it now.
You don't have to clip it. I've got it
Just a minute.
covered. Don't worry.
She will follow through. I'll tell you. She said that last time at me. I won, and she did.
That's
for real.
I got
Sweet.
you. I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
And to be fair, that one with Eric Herlacher was a lot harder to get. You know.
Oh yeah.
I would like to meet
Definitely
Sean
harder.
Chiplock too.
Definitely harder to get.
Because not only is he good at Rizreen, but he also does Natsuki Subaru from ReZero, and I love ReZero. I think ReZero is probably my favorite media of all time, even better than Trails.
I've met a lot of voice actors. You guys don't know how many voice actors I've met. I've met like
Maybe like 6 and 7.
several. Like I've met Greg Ayers. I've met Steve Bloom, who does the voice of Yuka Fai in Horizon.
Oh, cool. You met Troy Baker, did you?
Who?
Troy Baker. You met him.
Did you know that
Yes,
Steve
I have
Bloom
met
is
Troy Baker.
also in
Oh,
Government?
cool. Cool.
Did
You know, I met Troy Baker back. Oh God, that's been years ago now. Yeah, I met Troy Baker. Very nice guy.
Kanji Tatsumi. What? Why'd you guys go silent?
I know,
The whole
DJ
thing
gone
is,
silent.
all these
Oh,
voice actors
DJ.
nowadays, you have to pay for their autograph. Back in the day, before 2020 happened, you could get an autograph for
Yeah.
free. So
Yeah.
It was weird to hear him
Yeah,
as
did
Subaru. See, that's the thing, Crimson. When I got into Trails, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Sean Chiplock as Reen. So it was like the opposite from you
Yeah.
and me. 'Cause
Sean
I knew
Chiplock
him.
also does Mishima.
Mishima, yeah, does.
He does. He should have done Joker though.
Yeah, Matt Mercer does Yusuke. Yeah, he's Yusuke's voice actor. For Taba, she's voiced by Erica Limbeck. Erica Herlacher is Anne. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never. DP, have you met any voice
Yeah.
actors?
No, they don't usually come over here, Chris. Like I say, I mean, if they do,
I'll tell
they
you
call
one
us a
thing.
very,
Like for
very
like,
rare
Meeting
conventions.
voice
they need
actors
them
is
on,
great
yeah.
and all.
do you have
but-
like conventions in your area?
They do, but they're kind of more independent ones. They're not like big ones like they're in the States. Like say, if we do have a big one, they're either in Birmingham, which is like in the Midlands and like more northern, or they're in London. Yeah, they're not as frequent as they are in the States. Yeah.
I get it.
The whole thing with conventions are, I mean, the VAs. Back when I started going to conventions and meeting voice actors, a lot of them sign things for free and whatnot. Nowadays, they don't do that anymore because 2020 happens, and
Yeah.
whatever. So
Bloody COVID shit. Yeah.
yeah, I've actually met the voice actor for Junpei from Persona 3 Reload. I've
Who's
met him.
the band?
And I met the voice of Luke from Tales of the Abyss, Mr. Yuri Lowenthal.
Yuri Lowenthal.
Wait.
That's a good voice actor.
So
You met Junpei. You met Junpei's voice actor. I think it's
Hydrate. Thank you.
Zena
for
Robinson.
hydrate.
Is it Zena Robinson? I think his name is Zena Robinson.
Mm-hmm. That's his
yeah,
name.
Zeno. Yeah, Zeno. Yeah.
Yeah, Zena Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah, Zeno. He was a really nice guy. I met him 2 years ago when I was down there with Bev at the convention in Atlanta. That's actually when I met Erica Limbeck, and I met Yuri Lowenthal there as well.
Cool.
But let me tell you, some of these voice actors charge a lot of money for their autograph. I mean, it ain't cheap anymore.
That's kind of why I don't do be voice actors either, because it's like, why do I gotta pay? Why can't I get something signed for free? I'm like waiting in the line.
Because, Chris, they have to make some money somehow.
Yeah, because COVID fucked everything up, didn't it? So,
Yeah, 2020 messed everything up because a lot of the voice actors they would sign like one personal item, and then if you wanted something else signed, you had to pay for it. But nowadays, when you go, you have to if you take something of your own for them to sign it, you have to pay them to sign it. It's crazy, but it's true.
All right, DJ, I have a weird question for you.
Oh God.
They always.
If you
What?
were sorry, I'm laughing. If you were to have one voice actor or actress sign your forehead, who would it be?
What?
What?
If you
First
were
of
to,
all, I wouldn't want to sign my forehead.
Sign the forehead. What?
I don't know. Okay, how about your hand then? Sign your hand.
No. I would not have a voice actor sign any part of my body, okay?
Not even your hand?
Yeah, the chat's gone silent.
Oh god, I suddenly have 0 viewers. Where'd they all go?
I tell you what happened to me at one. Okay, Johnny Young Bosch, the voice of Ichigo from Bleach. Okay,
The voice of your cat?
I was actually cosplaying Ichigo from Bleach, and
Cool.
he actually signed my part of my cosplay that I was wearing. So I have his autograph on part of my cosplay that I have of Ichigo from Bleach. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
Nice.
He didn't. I was going to get him to sign something personal that I brought. He wanted to sign my actual jacket, my Bleach jacket I was wearing, and I was like,
That's even better. Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah, sure.
He is from Power Rangers. Yeah, he's very young in OG Power Rangers. Yeah, he was in the movie. Once the Power Rangers movie. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Black Ranger in the Power Rangers.
I would choose Sean Chiplock to sign my forehead.
If any of you guys, if you guys are interested in hearing Johnny Young Bosch's band, or his old band, he's not in it. They're not together anymore.
Yeah.
You can Google "I Shine," and that's his band name. His old
Wait,
band.
didn't they sing Happy Birthday for you?
Yes, they did.
I remember you sent me the
On
clip
stage.
for that.
Oh,
On
nice.
stage at a con.
That was nice. Yeah, I remember you sent me a clip for that.
On stage at a convention that my friends totally did not tell me they were doing. That they did. I was totally set up for that.
Nice.
You were set up like a fool. And
But
they
you know,
got
it's kind of, it's like Johnny Young Bosch. I've met him like 2 or 3 times in person, probably more than that now.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy.
That's the guy, yeah. Arden, yeah. I saw that video with you. Darren DePaul, that's the guy you met.
Darren
yeah,
DePaul,
Arden.
man. I tell
he
you
is
one
funny
thing.
as
That
hell, that guy. He's funny
YouTube
as
video
hell.
of me meeting Arden
He's funny,
has so many views now. It's not even funny. How many views
Yeah,
it's got now?
it's funny, that video. You should watch it, Chris. You should send it to him. It's really funny.
The
Hi,
what?
I'm an impatient traveler.
The what?
A man of no consequence.
Oh,
Should-
I understand.
Oh my god. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube on the channel here.
Yeah, he quotes one of Varda's famous lines to her, like say when she met him. Yeah.
Chris, have you heard Johnny Quarter? Who is Johnny Quarter?
Johnny Quarter,
Who
Johnny
is-
boy.
Who is Johnny? Did he have like a shiny quarter and he lost it and then he turned into a villain or something? Is this like gonna be his villain arc? Johnny Young Bosch? I know who that is. He
Yeah.
voices Joshua. And Yu Narukami. And Nadachi. And other famous characters. He has a famous quarter story. I mean, if you want to type it all out into chat, Crimson, go ahead.
I just looked that up. You know when this clip was done with me meeting, that was 8 freaking years ago.
I thought you were gonna say 6 or 7. Darn it.
Was it that one about throwing some bag of quarters at a woman or something? I can't remember if it was that. I really,
Johnny,
I'll look it up.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
I vaguely remember it because I remember someone else talking about it years ago, and it was something about he got some quarters and he tried to throw it at a woman or something, a bag of quarters or something. Yeah.
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 I can't.
It's the
The
clip
only
of
way-
me when I met Arden from Final Fantasy 15,
It's
y'all.
only
Here you
it's only
go.
a
Hold up.
YouTube
I'll
thing.
post it
Yeah,
in the
see-
chat.
Yeah, stick it out. It's a good video.
There you go.
But yeah, Crimson will probably tell a bit more, but yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Yeah, it was actually a homeless woman. It was a homeless woman that he did that with.
Homeless woman. Huh. Hmm.
Ay. I'll have to look into that later. That sounds funny. All right.
It does.
Well, we could wrap it up here, guys. Now, if you want. That sound good?
Sound good to me. What do you think, Kat?
What? Oh, your cat. I'm like, who's what cat? I'm Chris. What about you?
Yeah,
You
sure,
gonna wrap
No,
it up?
in all serious.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
Chat. If you guys want to talk more about voice actors and all that stuff, come to the channel. Hang
Yes,
out. We'll
please
talk
follow
about whatever the
DJ
heck you want to
Anime.
talk about.
GJ actually loves shogi. So
Yeah.
if you want to watch some
We could have
shogi gameplay, go watch DJ's channel.
Yeah. We could have another collab on DG stream. Yeah, just talk about shit.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, we want to do a Tokyo a Xanadu one in general. So we're waiting for
it's
someone
like
to finally finish the game.
I know it's like I want to do collabs with DG during a Horizon playthrough, but she was afraid that a laptop would break.
What? Wait, what?
No, I wasn't afraid of that. I don't know what was going on with that. One time it broke the stream.
Yeah, the sound fucked up. Yeah, so I don't know what happened.
It might have been a Discord thing. I don't know what it was at the time, but we could always try to, try it again for later on.
And hey, if your laptop
sure.
breaks, DP will just buy you a new one. Right, DP? Thanks, DP. Clip that. So DP has to do it. Clip it.
No.
But yeah, check out
Yeah, man.
DJ as talk about anything you want. She's playing through Cold Steel 2, and then she'll be playing through Yakuza 5.
Who you got playing through Horizon for the first time?
I think he's trying to talk about Zen. Zenoka.
Oh, Zen. Oh yeah, Zen.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
he
never
probably
mind.
did not come to the stream, so he would not be spoiled on anything since he's currently playing through Horizons right now.
Yeah, he just
literally
started
ruined the whole
it.
game. Yes.
Yeah.
Check out DP. He's going to be starting up his Final Fantasy X No Spear Grid. I know what I said. Thing
Yeah.
tomorrow. So
Yeah.
feel free to check him out. And if you like me, I'm playing through Ys 8 for the first time. And I'm playing through Trail Sky 3rd on Nightmare. So if you like rage and fun reactions, check me out some more if you want.
This
That's
place
what
gives me the
Yeah,
willies.
check us all out.
Did you just say
We're all
this place gives me the
we love
willies?
we love all you guys. We love to
Yep,
have
yep.
all you
Am
guys
I
in the
giving you
stream
the
and chilling
willies?
and vibing.
What? Are you insane?
What?
What?
Huh?
What? Am I giving you the willies? Am I scaring you? Boo!
No. I just decided to say because you said he's 8. I always think about that quote every time someone mentions he's 8.
This
No.
place is giving me the willies. I saw Mishi in Ys 8.
Oh God! Yeah, Chris found the Mishy and he's ate.
He's hungry. He needs food. Give Mishy food.
Yeah, sure, Crimson. I'll check it out, man. Yeah, because I vaguely remember it from a friend that told me about it. Yeah.
Johnny on Bosch has a lot of stories he can tell at a convention.
That's a good spot for a
Oh, yeah, for real.
Elaine's right next to me.
All in all, everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed the discussion.
Thank you for joining me on my channel. I appreciate that. It was a good time. We had some good talks. Lots of theories going out. I feel like every time we have one of these discussions, I always have something new to talk about. It's kind of insane, like how much you could talk about with Horizons.
Yeah, we could do another one another time. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, we'll have to. Well, we do another one. Maybe one day.
Well, there's Xanadu one as well with Crimson when he decides to finish the game.
Yeah, when Crimson decides to finish the game.
Tokyo. Oh my lord. I'm not going to play Tokyo Xanadu. Okay, never mind. I remember all Tokyo Xanadu.
Well, we're gonna talk about your favorite level, the last level with the platforming, DJ.
Oh, fuck off. We will not talk about the daggone platform, okay? I suck at platforming, okay?
You should play a Mario game. That'll help you.
I have played a Mario game. I'm actually pretty good at Mario, okay?
Chris is getting triggered. Again. He's triggering Deej.
Let's not bring platforming into this conversation. Let's not bring in the waifu war. We're not doing the waifu war either.
Alright, chat. Alisa or Laura right now. Alisa or Laura right now. Which is it? Alisa or Laura? Say it right now. In the chat.
Laura. Laura.
Chris, has a way of just triggering Deej so easily. It's a gift.
Well, see, DP missed it yesterday because I actually did Elisa's bonding event.
Oh no. I'm heartbroken. No.
Actually, Elisa's in my party right now. I just remembered I left her in my party. I need to change that when I get on stream Monday.
Conan is Team Laura. Chat, are we Team Laura or Team Elisa? Let's hear it right now, chat. Team Laura, Team Elisa. What is it?
Oh, I know I know who Conan's with.
DP, I'm sorry. I have to betray you. I have to choose Laura.
Hey, whatever. you do you, mate.
I'm sorry. I like Elisa, but I love Laura more. Sorry. Team Doom.
Hey, Alex. Welcome in, Alex.
Hi, Alex, who totally wasn't here at the beginning of the stream. Welcome in.
Alex, have you been here the whole time?
I'm sure he's been here the whole time listening to us yap. Right, Alex?
Yeah, Doobs is really good.
Doobs?
Alex, how you been, Alex?
I can manage without your help.
Hold on, I got a fun emote to share.
6'7".
No, it's not 6'7". Doing good,
I'm
Alex?
doing good, Alex. It's good to see you, Alex.
It is so good to see Alex. Alex is great. When Discord isn't trying to think he's a bot or something.
Wait, what?
We were having this problem like a few months ago where like anytime he would talk, Discord would try to hide his messages, thinking it was like a suspicious account.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Did you get that fixed?
Alex used to come to my streams every once in a while.
Yeah, Discord fucked it up, didn't it?
Discord's a little sussy. Well, guys, shall we raid out to somebody? Should we raid out?
Who are we going to raid out to, chat?
Let's take a look. Let me see.
Is I am Jeff playing Horizon still? Is he done?
Probably. He's still. I don't know if he's done. Not Jeff.
He's not live.
No, he's gone. He's gone now.
Okay.
There's nobody in my community here that really No.
Quick, go loud, DJ. Oh no, unfortunately, I'll be streaming Monday night. Alex, if you want to watch, I'll be playing some more Cold Steel too.
And I'll be.
The person on my list here, Chris, is just February, and Feb. He's only one in my community, and yours that's there.
Yeah, Feb's streaming right now.
Feb, yeah.
Let's see, Feb's playing Fire Emblem.
John Mock's playing Forza. He's playing Forza Horizon 6. It is Horizon, so it's kind of related.
Horizon.
Mark's playing Horizon tomorrow.
No, he's playing Horizon right now.
Oh, okay.
Playing Forza Horizon 6.
You could raid out to Feb. I got.
Do we want to raid out to Feb? If we all want to raid out to Feb, that's fine with me.
That's fine with me. Whatever you want to do.
We can give Feb a good old raid. Give him a good old howdy do.
Oh, you've had him Fabian. Fabian.
Chat, I will see you all. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys on Monday.
Yeah, take care, guys.
So DP is streaming
thanks, guys.
tomorrow. DJ is streaming on Monday, and I'll be streaming on Tuesday. What am I streaming? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Easy.
It's either Yeast or Trails. It's not. No, it's not metaphor. You know, I'm just gonna do a full 24-hour shogi stream just to piss you off, DJ.
Oh God, Lord.
All right, bye everybody. Thanks for joining us, Conan. Thank
Bye,
you
guys.
especially for all the questions. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks,
Bye,
man.
guys.
Take
Bye
care.
everybody.
Take care, everybody.
3, 2, 1. Let's
Peace.
do a good old Chris raid.
Woo!